All right, we're live. Did you hear about the school board wanting to, or the MAPS advisory board wanting to rename the, I won't say anything, I guess, since we're live, but.
We're already, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I said it. So we should be live. And I want to, I would like to set that camera up and see if the audio will go through. Yeah, if it goes, when the camera goes, it's not on right now. Okay. Yeah, we'll get Jaron. We'll get Jaron to do it. Okay. All right, let's do audio check.
Check 1, 2, check, check, check.
How much did you turn it down?
I didn't turn anything down.
Okay. Sound good? Let me try this. Check, 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 check. That's full blast.
Check 1, 2, check, check, check.
Your sound's louder though, right? No.
It's about the same. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2.
Check, check, check. 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sound good? Good. Does yours sound scratchy?
I think it's because I had it like this.
Okay. Yeah, and this one is away from my mouth, so that's a good thing. Oh, I'm going to go get the referees.
are ultimately responsible for all participants. More music is coming up here on Game Time. Your playlist for the best times. Welcome to Cashion High School. We know game. Follow the channel. Check. Follow the channel. Check. Follow the channel. Check. Follow the channel. Check. Gotta wait for the rain. Yeah, we know game. I'ma teach you how to start. Touchdown. Julio. He goes. He goes.
check audio, so if you don't mind, we're going to turn on. And no? Yes, I want you to go down, and we're going to flip over to your view, and then we're going to see if audio goes over. So making sure everything works out. And for some reason, we do not have. It's similar. Yeah, it's a Canon. It's something like that. Yeah. I try to think I'm technically savvy, and I'm probably talking over the commercials right now.
I just changed it over there. I don't think it's looping.
Go to commercials. I didn't move it. Go back to Central Hub. Right there. Yeah, hit. There's loop. You see it right above the monitor. I guess it's not on. Oh, that's Adam. That's a streaming package. Commercials. No, yeah. So let's hit commercials right here, and we'll move that over. There we go. That's on loop. And I gotta find. Hi, Mark. We got one camera guy. And there's two. You guys are upstairs.
Small town life.
Huh?
Both Anita and Kelly
You guys are
were born and raised
upstairs.
in Cashion.
It's all set up for you.
Their families here. Their family homesteaded in
Ah,
Cashion
okay.
in 1908, and it's been home ever since. Anita and Kelly know this town, love this town, and would love
Can
to
you
help
climb
make
up
this
there?
your home too. For a friendly face and trustworthy knowledge, call these hometown girls at 405-641-7388. Go Wildcats! Cashion Shape Up Fitness is locally owned and operated with no contracts or sign-up fees. Our rates start at only $30 per month, and we have tanning available. Everything you need to work on your health and fitness. So contact Amber Lee to sign up today, 405-538-8248. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Cashion Shape Up Fitness.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain and Grange, the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and
Check. All right. Cashion Wildcat TV here at 6:16. Pre-game, we've got my man Jaron heading down with the camera. We've got a sideline. We are big time, Chris Gibson. So he's walking down. Let's see what we got here. We got a little running the cuts. What a great angle. Isn't that awesome? We are big time, man. You know, we'll have to run the camcorder off of that next time. We'll have to put the nice camera up top. Uh-oh. What you doing, Corey? Oh, Corey must have heard about us in the graphics. Did I pick the wrong scoreboard? You better save it. It's up now. There it goes. Okay. Thank you, Corey. Don't close it. Don't you dare close it. I will shoot him if he closes that. Oh, my gosh. So we're not getting audio? We want to talk to the game if there's a goal line play. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I turned it down. Both cameras are down. Perfect. We're good. Oh, man. Man, do something. Ooh. It's kind of shaky, though. I guess he's setting up his... Oh, he's getting his tripod ready to go. Oh, there it is. I love it. I love it. All right. Welcome to Cashion Wildcat TV. Get a little pregame here. Get a little warm-ups. We'll have pregame starting here at 6:30. Give the thumbs up to my man Jaron Stone, who's running the sideline camera wirelessly. We're gonna have some different angles for you guys today and tonight, and super excited. So with that, I'm gonna go to mute.
Gateway Realty is a mother-daughter team that has a heart for small-town life. Both Anita and Kelly were born and raised in Cashion and are still raising their families here. Their family homesteaded in Cashion in 1908, and it's been home ever since. Anita and Kelly know this town, love this town, and would love to help make this your home too. For a friendly face and trustworthy knowledge, call these hometown girls at 405-641-7388. Go Wildcats! Cashion Shape Up Fitness is locally owned and operated with no contracts or sign-up fees. Our rates start at only $30 per month, and we have tanning available. Everything you need to work on your health and fitness. So contact Amber Lee to sign up today, 405-538-8248. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Cashion Shape Up Fitness.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain and Grange, the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical.
All right, welcome to Friday night here in beautiful Cashion, Oklahoma. Welcome to Game 2 of Cashion Wildcat 2020 season. I'm Neiman Abavi here, blessed to be at Maxson Field tonight for Cashion Wildcat home opener against the Perry Maroon. Is it the Maroon or Maroons? It's the Maroons. It's a battle of the Maroons tonight. And joining me in the booth tonight is the best color guy in the entire state of Oklahoma. That's my man Chris Gibson on his birthday. Happy birthday, Chris.
Thank you. I had a very delicious birthday dinner that my wife cooked, and then I get to come watch some football.
Watch some football. Nothing better than a gift of hanging out with me, doing play-by-play
Right.
in color of a Cashion Wildcat football evening. Hey, we are, as always, super blessed. Big thanks again, as always, to the Squirtle.com team of Corey Rogers, Adam Dieselhorst, and, of course, we'll say it all broadcast long and all season long. Thanks to our sponsors, Coach John Hardaway. Can't do this without him. He takes care of us every single day, as well as Coach Shaq, Sammy Jackson, and the entire administration. We're super blessed. So Cashion coming off a pretty big win. In fact, we'll go ahead and get a couple graphics up for you guys. Last week, Cashion moves to 1-0 on the season with a pretty convincing win over the Rejoice Christian Eagles. Rejoice coming in as a state semifinal participant the last 2 years in Class A. They moved up to 2A. They had some losses, but Cashion really didn't care. They came out and took care of business, won 47-14, as you can see on the graphic there. Took care of business on both sides of the ball and really took it to him. Chris, I know we broke down the game a little bit. What are some of your thoughts from your perspective as we think about recapping last week's game?
Yeah, last week's game was just a good way to start a season that you come out there, and that's exactly what you want to do. Go on the road to a good team and show that we didn't have a drop-off, and that's exactly what they did. And Coach Robertson had those offensive line, the only thing that we were really worried about and wanted to see what they would do, had them prepared and ready to roll, and then Shaq just pieced it all together and did exactly what everybody kind of Well, I didn't expect to be that big of a blowout, but I think some of the coaches and some of the other people around thought it would be, and it was.
And based on the recap there again, 47-14, Cashion moves to 1-0. We're going to use the I think the Oklahoman rankings, number 2 in the state in Class 2A. Ben Harmon had a huge night, 14 for 17, well over 80% completion percentage, 248 yards in the air. I think he had a few on the ground. Absolutely, from a standpoint, had 3 touchdowns. Thank you. We have these graphics. Let's go ahead and use them.
That's
Thank
right.
you very much, Chris. Caden Harrell, as expected, 82 yards. I think all of that was in the first half, I believe. The 82 yards.
So.
He had a couple big runs, 2 touchdowns. Brexton Green had a phenomenal. He was our player of the game, CWTV player of the game last weekend. 136 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. He, I think he had, was it 1 receiving touchdown and 2 rushing touchdowns? So he had a few yards.
The only 2 rushes he had were touchdowns.
I think they were around 11 and maybe 11 and maybe 12 yards. Definitely, Brexton had a phenomenal game. Also, I think he had an interception early on in the game as well. So he had a really nice night. Caden Harrell came in. Caden Harrell also at middle linebacker had an interception as well. Had led the team with 8 total tackles. And I know we don't have room, but if there was a player with heart, we'd have to think about my man Jacob Farrow, who is absolutely a monster on special teams, and destroyed, I think, that poor child for Rejoice on a few occasions.
They finally took him out and said, just don't do it anymore. You don't need any more hard hits, because Jacob Farrell was teeing off on him, and like you said, just that hustle, got down there and got that one kickoff and gave us the ball back right there at the beginning of the half, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was right at the beginning of the half. That's right. We went in and scored, and again, 415 total yards of offense. Both offense, the offense was clicking on the ground and in the air. 3 caused turnovers, and of course now we're sitting here with facing the Perry Maroons. We're going to go to a quick timeout. Hang tight with us here at Cashion in the air conditioning.
Right. You see it?
Oh, my God. It's so nice. So nice. A lot better than being on the roof of a press box with the western sun dripping down our back. But we're not melting today. It's been nice, and it's always good to be in Maxon Field here in Cashion, America, here on a beautiful Friday night. We'll cut to a quick timeout. We'll go to a few commercials. We'll be right back as my man Chris Gibson will be breaking down the Perry Maroons, the visiting Perry Maroons.
And surgical expertise. Get started by going to Diesel Horse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Have a pest problem? Call Rural Pest Solutions today. We offer as-needed services as well as a variety of treatment schedules. We're family-owned and operated, and we specialize in treating life's smallest problems: spiders, ants, roaches, termites, mice, and more. For both residential and commercial, we're ready to solve your pest problems today. So call Rural Pest Solutions in Cashion, 405-238-6565. Proud supporter of Wildcat athletes.
All right, welcome back to Cashion America, Cashion Wildcat TV here on a wonderful Friday night. My name's Neiman Abavi. Joining me in the booth is my man, Color of the Gods, right? I don't know. We have to come up with another moniker for you, Chris. We'll come up with something. But my man, Chris Gibson here. We're so blessed to have you guys here joining us here on week 2. Actually, it's week 1, game 2 for the Cashion Wildcats. You're 1-0, ranked number 2 Cashion Wildcats here in Class A. We got some guys warming up right now, but as we stare on to the Perry Maroons on the field, Chris, what to expect this week against the visiting Maroons from Perry?
Yeah, this week, Perry is coming into this game, coming off at just a blowout. They received a blowout from Pawhuska last week.
I'm not laughing at him. It was just the way you said it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, they went in and they put up a good little fight there the first quarter, and it just kind of got away from them. And I think, they're coming into Cashion looking to, if they win this game, it's going to be a big a boost for them, a big upset for first of all, and they just want to come in and prove that last week isn't who they are. They had a good team last year. They have some good players on their team, and they just want to come in and show everybody that, a team that went up to Rejoice Christian and handled their business, they want to show that they can come in and hang with them and maybe beat a really good, highly ranked Class A team. And that's kind of what I'm expecting from them from the first kick. They'll be ready to go. The Maroons are returning all 5 starters on the offensive line, so that's kind of where I think they'll be leaning on.
Yeah,
and
they're big. Jaron Davin, it's like 6'5", 308. He's a big old boy.
They have some really big offensive line, and like I said, that experience is going to really be what they lean on. They have a quarterback that this is his first year playing quarterback, but he is a dynamic player, and they're going to be a lot like Rejoice. They're going to kind of spread us out, and they're going to try to find little gaps in our defense and let him kind of throw strikes. And then when he doesn't see anything, he's going to put his, tuck the ball and run. And the kid is an athlete and is going to somebody that we're going to have to keep an eye on. On the defensive side of the ball, the Maroons run a 4-2-5 formation. They've changed it up from the year before, but I think it's because they have a really good free safety, and they want to kind of capitalize and be able to move him around. So they're going to run a 4-2-5 and really be able to move him around to where they can use him as much as they can.
So nice breakdown. I appreciate that. From a standpoint of any other players to think of, or kind of breaking down, any other thoughts regarding the Perry Maroons, something that maybe we might not know or think about?
Yeah, I'm going to dig a little deeper into those players. Kind of the two I highlighted there. The player to watch on the offensive side of the ball is going to be senior quarterback Brody Harbor. This will be his first year taking snaps, just like I said. Doesn't mean he is inexperienced having the ball in his hand. He had over 1,400 all-purpose yards last year, and so he's a big threat every time he has the ball in his hands. And I think that's what the coach of the Travis Cole of the Perry Maroons is going to try to do. They moved him there to get that ball in his hands. The more it's in his hands, the better chance they have at winning it. I think their success is going to kind of revolve around him, kind of like it did with Rejoice and their quarterback last week. On the defensive side of the ball, just keep your eye on junior safety Caden Hall.
Okay.
He's a kid that is a really good defensive player. He's smart, and their defense is almost made just for him, and that way their coaches kind of move him around and use his talents to really try to shore up their defense. And that's going to be a player that's going to be in on a lot of plays. And he's a really good running back that we're going to have to bring down. He's a strong kid and one that our defensive, if he gets into that defensive backfield, it's hard to bring him down for some. I think Braxton and some of those bigger guys in the back won't have a problem with him, but he's going to be a strong kid that's going to run hard.
Chris, when I was watching the film of their game against Pawhuska, really, I think you said it earlier, and I think it's spot on. They actually were in control of the game in the first quarter. I think Pawhuska finally realized they had some opportunities to get one-on-one deep posts and some deep fades, and they took advantage of that. But and there was an early interception by Perry, or by Pawhuska on Perry that kind of helped get Pawhuska moving and going. But they were moving the ball and they were doing well. So. Certainly, we don't take any weeks off. We don't take any competition, any of the teams, lightly, and certainly everybody on a Friday night coming out. Every boy, we're talking about 15, 16, 17, and 18-year-old boys. Anything can happen on any given night. So, guys, again, thank you so much for joining us. Great breakdown, Chris, as usual. You guys are smarter, and if you're not making time to listen to this, so if you go back and watch this and you're not coming in the pregame to listen, you are absolutely missing out on some big key items and some key notes that can certainly improve your football watching and experience here on Cashion Wildcat TV. Hey, I want to thank all of you guys for watching last week. We had almost 4,000 people total viewers. That is nuts.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's crazy. We have 895 people in our town, so I don't know who was watching. but certainly from
grandmas and aunts and uncles.
Maybe some of the folks from Rejoice, because ours was free and theirs wasn't. But
I know my mom watches, and she doesn't live around here. So.
So, we've got people watching all over, international crowd. We really appreciate you joining in, and I really appreciate, the feedback that we get. I know both Chris and I appreciate that. I know my mic was super hot last week. Hopefully it'll be better tonight, and it won't burn your ears as I'm calling out, great touchdown runs. But we're super excited to be here. We're going to go to a quick commercial, and when we come back, we're going to break down the projected starters for Cashion, talk a little bit about the Cashion Wildcats, and we'll get ready for kickoff here in about 15 minutes. Thanks so much for joining us here on Cashion Wildcat TV here, powered by Squirtle.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Gateway Realty is a mother-daughter team that has a heart for small-town life. Both Anita and Kelly were born and raised in Cashion and are still raising their families here. Their family homesteaded in Cashion in 1908, and it's been home ever since. Anita and Kelly know this town, love this town, and would love to help make this your home too. For a friendly face and trustworthy knowledge, call these hometown girls at 405-641-7388. Go Wildcats! Cashion Shape Up Fitness is locally owned and operated with no contracts or sign-up fees. Our rates start at only $30 per month, and we have tanning available. Everything you need to work on your health and fitness. So contact Amber Lee to sign up today, 405-538-8248. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Cashion Shape Up Fitness.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat Television here. I'm Neiman Ababi in the booth with my man Chris Gibson. We're super excited. Week 1, Game 2 for the 1-0, number 2 ranked Cashion Wildcats here in Class A football. It's Friday night. We can't do this without our sponsors. We thank the administration. We certainly want to thank all of our peeps from a sponsorships perspective. We've got a bunch of great new folks helping us out. I know Legacy Insurance Group is going to be a part of that. My man Chris Gibson.
Working on a little commercial. We'll see what that looks
definitely
like.
need to make sure and check out Chris here in town. But definitely want to say big thanks to Amber Lee over at Shape Up Fitness here in town. 24/7 fitness facility. It's great. Get a key in and out. It's fantastic. Super clean. I know she's doing a great job with all the COVID-19 business and all that. We've got Anita and Kelly with Gateway Realty. You can't buy property here in town without running around those two, and they do a fantastic job. They are absolute wonderful people that support the community. I don't think they get any better than that family and that group.
Yeah, great family. They're big in the church. And any time, either it's ag or sports related, that I've asked them if they wanted to help pitch in, they go above and beyond, and it's awesome to have people like that in our community.
So we love the folks over at Gateway. If you need to sell or buy land, homes. We've got Grain and Grage, G&G, my man Todd Miller, right?
Todd Miller.
Face for radio. He said it, not us. We're going to use that all season long. We love Todd Miller. Todd and his family certainly have done a wonderful job supporting Cashion in the community and athletics, and we really appreciate Todd and Grain and Grange, a wonderful, the Todd Miller companies. In fact, when you think about Old World Iron, if you need anything for your house, from furniture to construction, Todd is your guy. Certainly a wonderful place down there. Obviously, Cashion Clinic, Cameron Hogan, taking care of you. Rural Pest Solutions, my man Jesse McCracken. We love Jesse. We talked about honest, fair, straightforward, great guy. He's going to take
And if
care
you
of
like snow cones, they have great snow
and
cones.
they got snow cones as well. I mean, people, the side hustle here in Cashion is pretty impressive.
Strong.
It is
That's
strong.
right.
Pioneer, of course, our partners, our electronic partners in terms of telecommunications out in Kingfisher. Certainly love them. Diesel Horse Sports and Orthopedics, Dr. Dees, always taking care of all of our athletes, getting them back on the court safely and healthy. Coffee Creek Church, Maples, Nixon, Diesel Horse, the Diesel Horse families everywhere. Entrust Insurance Agency, thank you so much for you guys out there. And, of course, all the Cashion All Sports platinum, gold, silver, etc. Sponsors that help make sure that we've got 57 different uniform combinations and 2,700 helmet.
Got to look good to play good, right?
Absolutely, we deserve to. So with that, let's go ahead and break down. We've got a few minutes left. I want to make sure to check. It looks like we've got, about 12 minutes. We're right on time. Let's go ahead and break down the projected starters for the Cashion Wildcats. So let's go ahead and start with the offense. We always start with the guys that scored. So Ben Harmon, Jr., quarterback, expected starter. Certainly had a great night last weekend. Again, 248 yards through the air, couple touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, I believe. I think he hit Brexton, Mason Manning, and Landon Lagasse. So had to mix it up, 3 different receivers. We've got Caden Harrell. Don't need to say, just get out of his way.
The dude is a train, is a truck, train, whatever that is big and moves fast, that's what he is.
Brexton Green, we talked about, phenomenal all-purpose athlete. Landon Lagasse going up high. Mason Manning. I think we might have a little bit of change. I think Nick Nababi might be coming out, split out at wide receiver as well tonight. Looks like on the line we've got Kyler George, Camden Maroney, Joey Wilson, Giuliano Martinez, Chase Ritter, as well as Jacob Farrow coming in those double tight end sets. Quickly on the defensive side, before we get the national anthem, 3-4 look here for Coach Tony Wood. Down low, again, great day for the sophomores, Camden Maroney and Jackson Van Druff. They did a great job.
Yes, great job. You know, we had that big senior leadership last year, and to have those kids come in and just pick up where those guys left off, and they're only going to get better.
Only going to get better. On the ends, we also had Joey Wilson. I think he had a sack. Kyler George did great as well. Outside linebackers tonight, Jacob Farrow had a great night, as well as Mason Manning. Caden Harrell and Nick Nababi manning the middle. On the edges, we've got Gavin Fippen, 2 juniors, Gavin Fippen and Landon Lagasse. They're continue to get pressured. We'll see what happens. Brexton Green and Ben Harmon taking care of the safety. You might see sophomore Max Brown come in a little bit to spell Ben Harmon to give him a break here and there. Kicking, we didn't even talk about kicking. I mean, kicking and kickoff. Lance Christensen was phenomenal last week, don't you think?
He did a great job. Come in and after that first touchdown, and he kind of struggled there. After that, it was spot on.
So with that, we'll turn it over to my man Chad Tishner and to the Cashion Wildcat Band.
We'd like you to please rise and join the Cashion Band director Daniel Pipus and the Pride of Cashion Marching Band as they play our national anthem. The Pride of Cashion Marching Band play our national anthem.
All right, great job there by the Cashion Band. Certainly appreciate that. And if you guys have noticed, we've got a little sideline camera going tonight. Technology's a good one, and we want to thank our man Jaron Stone, who's running the sideline camera from us. We're going to give it a try. We'll see how it works. Hopefully give you a different angle of the game and make sure that you improve that viewing experience at home. But we're super excited for the opportunity to have that for us tonight. Very good. So, Chris, so if you think about the keys to the if we think about keys to the game for the Cashion Wildcats, hold on, we'll take a quick break. We'll hang tight here.
Sorry.
We're good to go. Thank you for the roster there. Very good. So, Chris, in terms of keys of the game here for the Cashion Wildcats, give us a couple.
Yeah, the keys for the Wildcats tonight, on offense, I'm thinking, the key to victory will be stay balanced, kind of keep that Maroon defense guessing and not being able to move that free safety that I was talking about around and really put him into place to stop what we're doing. But that's a good thing about our kids, the Wildcats, the athletes that we have. Coach Shackelford is going to be able to see what the defense is given and take advantage of that. And I think he'll exploit any weakness that he can find. Defensively, the key will look a lot like it did last week against Rejoice Christian. Keep the quarterback in check and make sure tackles when they do throw the ball down the field. And the Wildcats should be able to keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, I've got to feel pretty confident about your prediction here in a second. But I think this is going to be certainly a game for Cashion to make sure and kind of do their thing, right? And if they do their thing, good things are going to happen. So with that, we're going to go ahead and cut to. Let's see if we get we're going to work on our camera angle here and our online camera. We'll go to a quick mute on my side. Chris, from a standpoint, is there anything outside of the game in terms of any one particular player that you're looking to see from the Cashion perspective?
In this game, like always, I want to see how Ben progresses. Last week, he looked so much more just calm and collected and ready to go back there behind center from last year to this year. And I want to see how he keeps progressing. And then, you always want to see Caden Harrell with the ball in his hands and just see those strong runs and make sure everything, and when he sees the holes, we want to see him hit that hard and go for big runs. Then on kind of that goes along with that is that front line, those young kids up front. You want to see them progress, get better than they were last week. They were good last week. We want to see them get better every single week.
Yeah, it's one of those things. We have access to the huddle film, and we get to watch game tape, and kind of what's nice is that we get to see where kids are making mistakes, and you can see even in-game adjustments. And I think that jump from game 1 to game 2 is certainly, whether it's Ben or the young guys or whatever, the progression is certainly something we definitely want to see. So on the field, definitely looking at the captains coming out for the Cashion Wildcats: senior Jacob Farrow, senior Brexton Green. We've got senior Kyler George, senior Colton Southall, and senior Caden Harrell coming out. My man Jaron Stone working the magic there with the camera. Hopefully he'll hang tight with this. Our lead official is referee is Richard Rope. Umpire is Brandon Rope. We've seen them before, the Rope brothers. Or Ralph, I don't know. Maybe it is Ralph. I apologize. Head linesman and line judge Jeff Ryan. I don't know if that's the same name for two separate guys, but we'll go with it. And back judge is Ian Thompson. Coming to the field for the Perry Maroons, captain, wide receiver Carson Rames. He's a senior, 5'9", 170 receiver. He'll be meeting, looks like Kyler George, senior at midfield. Based on COVID rules, only one captain is allowed on the field. Cashion in their maroon tops, white pants, gold lettering, white helmets. Definitely a classic look, a good look there for the Cashion Wildcats. And for the Perry Maroons, they're actually ice cold today. They're all in white tops, white bottoms, maroon numbers, and a matte maroon helmet with a white stripe.
Number 10, Brexton Green, and number 34, Jacob Farrow.
I know you have to love this camera, field view camera. I'm excited to see how it works. Hopefully we'll be quick enough to be able to make it happen for you guys on goal line views. And it's going to freeze every once in a while. We're going to continue to try to work through that as best as we can. We'll try to tell Jaron not to stand in between the camera and the signal. Looks like Cashion has won the toss. We've elected to receive in pure Lynn Shackelford fashion. Looks like we'll wait for Perry Maroons. They'll go ahead and pick their side to defend. And with that, it'll be Cashion ball and kickoff here in about 3 minutes. So Cashion will receive the ball. And we'll be getting started here in just a bit. That's my man Chad Tishner. So with that, I'm going to go to a quick mute. I'm going to go talk to my man Jaron about the signal. And Chris, it's yours on your birthday. I'll be right back.
Jeff Ryan, line judge. Jeff Ryan, and back judge Ian Thompson.
Like Nima said, he's heading down. He's going to talk to Jaron for a second, kind of work out a few kinks, but the camera angle is awesome. Here comes the Wildcats, and we're getting ready to kick off our home opener here tonight on September 4th, 2020. Like Nima and I talked, as this group comes in, there's big expectations, just like there is every single year for the Wildcats, and this year's no different. What we want to see this week is just them come out, take care of business. Pawhuska played the same team last week, and that right there, a lot of people are going to try to use that as a measuring stick to see how Pawhuska did against them, and then Cashion, how they did against them, because at the end of the year, Cashion and Pawhuska are going to be two teams that have a chance to maybe make it to that final game. I know there's a few other teams that are sitting, if they're hearing me say this, they're going, hey, what about us? I'm just saying both these teams have a shot to go deep, make Pawhuska and Cashion to go deep into the playoffs. And this game right here is going to be one that people are going to look at and see, how did Cashion do against Perry? How did Pawhuska do against Perry? They played 1 week apart, and kind of go from there and draw conclusions going forward. So tonight we just want to see how the Cashion Wildcats come out, stand up against a team that went against a really good team last week and that's fired up and ready to do something tonight. And I think they'll come out and really do a good job. And Neiman always asks me, what's your prediction? And I'm going to go ahead and say it right now.
What's your prediction, Chris?
Oh, there he is. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. So let's move our camera. We're about to kick off. My prediction tonight, I think our defense is going to come up huge. I mean, like we talked about last week, I think our defense is either as good or better than it was the previous year. And so I think it's going to be – and I think our offense is right there where it has the potential to be as good as where we were last year. So I think the score is going to be a little bit lopsided. I think it's going to be 54 Cashion, and the defense throws a shutout. Perry 0.
I love it, 54-0. All right, let's ride it. So with that, we've got kickoff number 6. Jude Cohn kicking deep. It looks like it'll be Lagasse from the 10. Cuts back to the middle. He's got a lane. Cuts it back up. Looking for a run. Nice little return there. Lagasse kind of hit the brakes there towards the end, but we'll get it all the way out across the 35 to 36-yard line. Cashion will take over, moving left to right, west to east. It'll be first down and 10 for the Cashion Wildcats.
Cashion starts first down and 10. At quarterback for Cashion, number 12, Ben Harmon.
Ben Harmon, shotgun, Caden Harrell, usual look. We've got trips down below, Brexton Green, Mason Manning, Nick Nabavi. Up top is Lagasse. First down and 10, snap. Looking to his left, down the middle, he's got a deep play, deep post to Brexton Green, wide open. All the way down to the 29, too easy, just like that.
Yeah, Brexton kind of let that guy fall asleep on him. The guy kind of took his eye off of him and made a good cut, come back to the middle, and Ben put it right out there for him to make a catch. And, you want to see him just lead him out just a little bit farther where he could have caught it on in stride and into the end zone. But just an overall great play to start the game.
Fantastic timing on that. We've got shotgun here again. First down from the 28. We've got trips left. We've got now Manning by himself, ace down below. This might be a run. We might see another post here. Snap. It is a pass. To his left. It is a post. Looks like Nick Nabavi. It's deep. Oh, it was behind Nabavi and in and out of the hands of number 3, Carson Rames, who's back there at safety corner, maybe a little nickelback. Nabavi was open. We just need to lead him a little bit more. I do like the aggressive stance here for Shackelford on bring up 2nd down and 10.
You know, I watched a scrimmage, and Morrison, first play of the scrimmage against Perry, ran a little counter and went to the end zone. I figured, you know, Shaq might come out running the ball a lot, but, you know, coming out, throwing the ball, getting the ball down the field, there's a run. But I think we're going to see a pretty balanced attack all night long.
So on 2nd down, Caden Harrell up the middle, gets it, no gain, brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Cashion Wildcats. This is definitely 4-down territory for the Wildcats, so possibly a mix of maybe a combination of intermediate and short routes here to find some yardage. Might give it right back to Caden Harrell. Who knows, maybe on a little option play. 3rd down and looks like about a 9. He got about 1 yard, 3rd down and 9. Shotgun, looks to throw. He's got Lagasse deep in the corner by himself, goes up. Nice job. Nice job by number 9, Caden Hall. Nickelback comes back as Chris Gibson had offered up to the guy to watch for. Lagasse was wide open. Great break there by the Nickelback safety to come over and break that up. We'll bring it up 4th down for the Cashion Wildcats. So after a very quick start on the first play, going about 35, 40 yards, Wildcats here are sitting up 4th down and about 8 or 9 from the Perry 28, 29-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good play by that safety, and that's what I'm talking about. That kid is a good athlete, and you put a little air under that ball, he's going to be able to get over there and get under it.
So if you're able to see that, looks like a little bit of offsides. That's a free 5 yards for the Cashion Wildcats. I'm not sure if that changes the play call. It might, but now Cashion's staring at about 4th and about 4. Same formation, trips left. We've got Lagasse, Nabavi, Brexton Green, and we've got Manning by himself, ace. Looks like a little pistol action there for Caden Harrell to the back right of Harmon. Harmon snaps, option right, pitch to Harrell, good call. Cuts it back up, rolls forward down to the 20. Will not be enough for the 1st down, and that'll be a turnover and downs for the Perry Maroons.
Yeah, made that big long play, and the Maroons stiffened up, made good plays on the run. Made a good play, you know, break on the ball, got over to knock it down on the 3rd down play, and then on the 4th down play, had a little option run out there and got around over there. And, you know, with Caden Harrell out there, you think 4 or 5 yards is going to be something easy. The kids have come ready to play. They made a good tackle and had the turnover on downs.
Brody Harper in shotgun. He looks to pass to number 3. Tackled, met immediately by junior Gavin Phippen at corner. Nice job there by Phippen breaking on the ball for a short gain of about 2 or 3 yards from Harbor to number 3, Carson Rames, 5'9", 170 senior for the Maroons. Brings up down 2nd down and 7 here for the Maroons offense. Cashion in their 3-4 look. Harbor shotgun blitz up the middle. Nabavi there hits the quarterback. He lets it go. Catches there. Nice job by Mason Manning. I tell you what. He shed the blocker, number 4. Ethan Calhoun came off and made a great tackle. Brings up 3rd down and about 6 or 7.
Yeah, great job by Mason there just to get off and go make a sure tackle. And that's what you're going to have to do against a team like that that's going to throw the ball around.
So bring out 3rd down and long. Shotgun for Harbor. He's got number 9 to the left of him, Caden Hall. Snap, rolls out. He's looking deep. Across the middle. It's caught by number 4. Ben Harmon's there. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Nice job there by Harbor. Had plenty of time. Stepped into it and made a nice throw to number 4, Ethan Calhoun, senior, for the 1st down.
Yeah, that's just one of those plays where I was talking about that you're going out there and just finding a soft spot in the defense, turn around, sit down, and let that quarterback throw a strike.
So thanks to my man Keith, he's let me know that we've got a illegal procedure flag on the Maroons, so that's going to negate the 1st down. And that's what the Maroons can't do, right, in a situation like this. You know, you get a big 1st down, and the penalty will march it all the way back, double sticks there to all the way to the 18. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 12 for Harbor and the Maroons. Shotgun, trips up top. Harbor with the snap. He looks quick snap to throw out to the right. Interception by Manning. We do have a flag on the play. Manning will run deep. He's got a lot of blockers. He'll go all the way to 5 and in for the score. They actually will call him down. Looks like we'll be on the Maroons. I'm not sure why they stopped it. Did he step out of bounds? So we'll get the call here. Legal man downfield. So that'll be declined. And with that, we'll have the first turnover of the game at 9:04 in the 1st quarter. Mason Manning coming up big on the interception.
Cashion will take over.
And that'll give the Cashion Wildcats a fresh start, first down all the way, first down and 10, all the way on the Perry Maroon 15-yard line. That's certainly a good situation, you know, kind of come out, fast start, kind of stink it up a little bit. So with that, we've got, looks like we've got a tight end set. Nick Nabavian at tight end doubles. Ace, we got twins up top, ace below Brexton Green. Harmon back to pass, looking to his left, waiting for the bat, flushed out. He'll keep it. He's got some blockers. Caden Harrell, Brexton Green out there. Takes it all the way down to the 2-yard line. Great little decision there by Ben Harmon. A nice little run down to the 2-yard line of the Perry Maroons.
Well, Ben Harmon on the keeper.
Want to see him get up, hop up, and looks like he kind of got landed on that tackle there. But great job by Ben sitting back there. Great job by the guys up front to keep that pocket where he could, you know, scan the field. And then once he didn't see anything, you know, he saw the opening and just got down the field and took it all the way down to the 2-yard line.
So that's a first down for the Cashion Wildcats, looking to score here. Had difficulty on that first drive after a nice pass to Brexton Green to set it up. We've got, looks like tight end set again for the Cashion Wildcats. Twins up top, ace below. Give to Harrell up the middle. He'll look for that yardage. Looks like he is in for a Cashion Wildcat touchdown. First one of the night for Caden Harrell. 6-0 Cashion on the board.
A great job by the boys up front. Like I always say, give a little bit of a hold to Caden Harrell and let him, you know, put his head down. He's going to get those 2 yards, and that's what happened there and got in the end zone.
So with that score, Cashion does go up 6-0. Lance Christensen, who was 5 for 7 on extra points last week, did a great job on extra points and kickoffs. Will be out on the field to kick the extra point. Lane Lagasse will hot out there to get the extra end there. Brexton Green, senior, on the hold. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. And with that, Cashion Wildcats are 7, Perry Maroon 0.
Lance Christensen's extra point is up and good. Your score with 8 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Cashion 7, Perry 0.
Chris, big thoughts? Any thoughts on that? Obviously set up by the Manning interception.
Yeah, just one of those things where it's almost like they gave us a reset there. You know, we had a big play to get down the field, stalled out, didn't have anything going, turnover on downs, and our defense, like we always said last year, you know, they kind of picked up any slack that the offense let out there, and that's what they did again. Got the ball back and gave them that reset, do-over, and that time they stuck it right in the end zone. 3 plays and into the end zone.
All right, so with that was what, basically a 30-second drive?
Yep.
And thankfully the Harmons looks like he's doing okay. Nice run there by Caden Harrell, expected on that. So kicking off for the Cashion Wildcats here at home, 7-0. Christensen from the 40-yard line, again from west to east, our left to right. Deep for the Maroons will be number 6, Jude Cohen, as well as number 3, Carson Raines, senior, 5'9", 170. And Chad Tishner and I are competing
back and forth.
Kick is up high, onside. Looks like
there
it's
it is.
Around 45. Oh my gosh,
you
got it. Scooped in and out. Loose ball.
Oh, we got it.
Coach Wood says it's Cashion ball.
Got a crowd helping the referee out there.
The tie goes to. Came down, it hit. It looks like Brown is a little hurt. Brown actually caught the ball.
Yeah.
It came in and out of his hands. They're going to give it to Cashion with that. 2 turnovers in a row. It'll be Cashion football right at the 40-yard line. Nice work. Who was the guy that came up with it? Was it like
I think Mason Manning came up with it.
Manning, of course. Mason Manning with 2 turnovers on his own for the day. Hopefully Max Brown is okay. But great job by Christensen on the pooch kick there on the high onside. Landed perfectly right at the 40-yard line and dropped in the hands of Brown, and it kind of bobbled out, rolled around, and it was Mason Manning who was able to come up with it.
Yeah, Brown was there. His brothers are going to both give him probably heck, or all 3 of them are going to give him heck for not catching that ball because it was a perfect laid right in his hands. But that's the thing of the hustle and the grit of Mason Manning getting in there and making sure to secure that ball for the Wildcats and giving us the ball right back again after that nice little drive. Uh-oh.
Well, it looks like they changed their mind.
What is going on here?
So onside kick will go back to, I guess, recovery to the Maroons. I don't know. Keith's asking me what happened. I have no idea. I'm just going with the flow here. So Maroons will retain possession. What was a great call there by Shaq, but it'll be first down and 10 for the Maroons from the 43-yard line on the Maroon side of the ball. Cashion in the 3-4, empty set for Brody Harbor. He's got trips up top, twins below, pressure up the middle. It's there, blitz by Nabavi. He's in pressure. Farrow makes him throw it away. Oh, almost hits a poor girl there.
That a boy, Cal.
Great job there by Nabavi providing the initial rush on the blitz. And Jacob Farrow there on the cleanup to get the incompletion.
Didn't we learn in the preseason show that if a quarterback just chunks it out of bounds,
that's right,
that's grounding?
Yeah, there is no
there's no pocket.
So suppose maybe there was somebody there, and that's Coach Archer's yelling for it. So that brings up second down and 10. Trips up top, shotgun for Harbor. He snaps, he gives, he keeps, he throws loose. Manning's out there with the hit. Nice job there. Great job there by Manning in coverage out on number 3, Carson Raines.
13.
And that's, outside of that first down pass that Harbor threw, essentially the first down that was called back, all of his passes have been out on swing passes and down the line. So that'll bring up third down and 10. 2 straight incompletions there for the Cashion defense. We've got 8:05 left here in the first quarter. Shotgun for Harbor. Snap. He looks to roll. Pass to the right. He goes to the curl. Nice job there. Finds number 4. Breaks the tackle. Same exact play that they got the first down on that was called back. They ran it back to the wide side and were able to get that completion from Harbor to number 4, Ethan Calhoun, and that'll be a first down for the Perry Maroons.
Yeah, and that's the same exact thing that happened before. Was he just took off down the field, found the sticks, and then found that hole there, turned around, and the quarterback had time to find him and deliver a strike.
So with first down here, snap, spin out to number 1. He'll look back, he'll cross back. Big hit there by, looks like Jacob Farrow and my man Cheese, Camden Maroney for the short gain, if no gain at all.
Yeah, great job by Jacob Farrow there that time, staying home, doing his job, and as that kid cut back, he was right there to bring him down.
Cole Witter, the runner, senior 6'1", 152, running back number 1. Brings up second down and 10. Shotgun formation for Harbor and the Maroons. It is Cole Witter in the backfield. We typically seen number 9, Caden Hall, back there with him. I'm not sure if he's hurt or not. Looks like Cashion with the blitz. Up the middle, deep fade. He's got a man. Bobbles it, drops it. He was out of bounds anyways. Looks like that was Landon Lagasse in coverage. And that'll bring up third down and 10 from the Cashion 45-yard line.
Yeah, Lagasse was out there, and if he could have got turned around the right direction the first time and picked that ball up in the air, he might have had a chance to go up and get it. But that's the thing. They did do that a lot, especially I think with that kid out there that's the receiver on that side. Threw it up to him a few times in that Pawhuska game, and he made a really big play. Well, maybe it was the number 3.
It was
made a real big play in that game.
Keeper for Harbor. He'll roll left, sweep. Looks like we'll have a flag on the play. Nice job on the pursuit. Great job of basically pushing him out. It's Mason Manning, who's our early defensive player of the game for the Cashion Wildcats.
Yeah, Mason is all over the place tonight.
It's like we've got maybe a legal procedure or maybe some sort of false start. It looks like it will be on the Maroons. They're going to go ahead and decline. Looks like Shaq will decline. And that'll bring up fourth down and 10 for the Cashion Wildcats here at 6:59 in the first quarter. And that'll bring out the punt team for the looks like for the Perry Maroons. Looks like deep for the Cashion Wildcats. No surprise. Senior Brexton Green punting for the Perry Maroons. Number 6, Jude Cohn, does a lot. Sophomore, 5'9", 151. Snap. Punt is away. It's a good one. It's nice and high. Brexton will have a chance to return it. He catches right around the 5. Will look upfield, make a move. A couple Maroons are there to make the tackle. Good work there to get a few yards for Brexton Green. Great punt there by the sophomore for Perry.
Yeah, good punt, high punt. Brexton. By the time Brexton got the ball, he was they had him hemmed up. He made a little move, got a few yards, but a good overall punt and cover by the Perry Maroons there.
So with 6:48 left, we're going to go ahead and take a water timeout, I believe, or some sort of officials timeout, so everyone can kind of figure things out. It's your Cashion Wildcat 7, your Perry Maroon 0 here on Cashion Wildcat TV, powered by Squirtle. Thank you guys so much for joining us here in first quarter action. We'll cut to a commercial. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat TV. I'm Neiman Ababi here with my man Chris Gibson in the booth in beautiful Maxon Field in Cashion, Oklahoma, where it's your Cashion Wildcats up 7-0 on the visiting Perry Maroons here with 6:48 left in the first quarter. Cashion doing well, getting a turnover, driving the field, getting a turnover, and scoring on that turnover from Mason Manning. We'll take over here right around the, looks like the 15. Snap, shotgun looking deep. Harmon rolls in the pocket. Nice work. Looking to it, looking, sees Nick Nababi across the middle. Nick with the catch. Looks upfield. Nice job. Nice progression. Good feel on Nick Nababi with this first reception on the year, and it's good for a first down.
Yeah, great job by Ben and the boys up front to give him the time to do it. But he just sat back there, went through his progression. The first few receivers weren't open. Nick kept on his route, and Ben looked and found him and hit him right there for the first down.
Nice work there for the first down. That'll bring up first and 10 from the 32. 6:38 left here in the first quarter. Trips below, ace up top. Caden Harrell to the right of shotgun Ben Harmon. Take the snap, look to pass, screen play to Mason Manning in the tunnel. He catches it, cuts back up. He's got blockers, cuts it back outside. He's got a chance. He's got to beat one player, cuts it back up to the 50, to the 40, all the way down. Nice job there by Manning. Eluding tacklers in the mess. Comes out, breaks free. Is he okay?
Number 16, Mason Manning.
And that's good for another Cashion Wildcat first down.
That play, Mason did a good job of getting in there, getting the ball, and then using a few blockers. I think I saw Brexton block two people on that play. He blocked right at the initial catch. Then as Mason was making down his way down the field, Brexton got down the field and tried to make another block right there as he went out of bounds. A great hustle play by both those players, and look to see, Mason, I'm telling you, he's going to be a great player and a star on this Cashion Wildcat football team.
Goodness gracious, shotgun option left, in and out of Caden Harrell's hands and right to the ground. And another great start to a drive ends with a turnover right at midfield. And so the Perry Maroons, hey, living life right here with 5:54 in the first quarter. Another turnover, one on turnover of downs, and now on a fumble for the Cashion Wildcats. We'll give it right back to them. And we'll see Tony Wood's defense coming out try to get the ball back.
Yeah, that's one of those things that they probably do that 1,000 times in a week. That pitch, working on those that relationship between that quarterback and the running back, and it just was a little bit behind him. Probably one of those things, he should have caught it, and it didn't happen, and hit the ground and gave them a good starting field position.
So number 4, Ethan Calhoun, the intended receiver from Harbor on their version of the tunnel, except when Calhoun came across the middle, he saw number 9, and that could have been deadly right there. So miss or incompletion on the first down brings up second down and 10 from the 49 of Perry. Harbor did have the throw. It's just Mr. Harrell was in the way. Blitz looks like from Cashion up the middle, run by Harbor. He keeps it. Good job by Harrell to shed the tacklers, and it'll only be looks like a short run there for about 2 or 3 yards. That'll bring up third down and about 7 here for the Perry Maroons.
3 yards on the play. 2 yards on the play. Third down and 8.
5:45 here in the first quarter. It's actually been a pretty long first quarter here for the Cashion Wildcats. Harbor in shotgun. Back to pass. He'll roll right. He's looking. He'll keep it. He'll pump. No holding call there on Jackson. He'll roll out. Oh, my goodness. Landon Lagasse had a chance on that one. Nice break there by the cornerback. And as Harbor was being chased out of the pocket. No holding call there on Jackson Vandruff, but great pressure there by the sophomore. And that'll bring up fourth down and 8 for the Perry Maroons on the 49 of Cashion. It'll bring up another punt. And let's see if Brexton Green will be back there. Yes, he will. He'll be back there to take this one. Punting for the Maroons is number 6, Jude Cohn, sophomore. He did a really good job last time. Hit a high punt. He's going to aim for the sideline. Another great punt. Brexton Green will get it right around the 5-yard line. He'll have a chance at 10-yard line to look to his right. Look for the sideline. Stiff arms, breaks up the sideline. Makes a cut. Ball goes out of bounds. Great job there by the Maroons to get a helmet on the ball. Brexton loses it, but fortunately goes out of bounds, and it'll be Cashion football right around the 35, 36-yard line here in the first quarter with 5:20 left.
A good run back, just getting up the sideline and looking for that cutback lane. The Maroons did a good job of keeping him on that sideline and pushing him out of bounds and getting a helmet on the ball runner. And actually, ball popped out. Good thing it went out of bounds, but we got to keep that ball off the ground.
I think the Maroons are basically selling out to stop the run. They've kept everyone inside in the box. They've got one safety deep, and that's basically it. I think it's going to open up the passing game for Ben Harmon. It might be a deal where we'll have to be pass first to open up the run later down the road. Trips right, ace up top. Harmon in shotgun. First down and 10. Snap. Looks like with that option left, he'll give it back to Green. Green will get it. He gets met right at the line by number 3. Carson Rames comes up, makes the initial hit, and looks like it'll be a loss of 2 yards. I think we may have to throw away that option left play, put it in the trash, and go somewhere else.
And I don't know. I mean, Ben's never struggled getting that pitch to those running backs before. And I don't know if it's just something that is a little different this year, or in the game plan, that pitch relation they're not as far as they usually are. I'm not sure what's causing that little bobble there, and that time it made us pay. They got back there. He didn't have the footing to make a cut, and it was another 2-yard loss. Good thing it wasn't another fumble.
So we've got Dalen Stockton as well as Lagasse up top. We've got Gavin Fippen and Max Brown down below. Caden Harrell's checked back in. Shotgun give to him up the middle, and he's met there by number 73 by the Perry Maroons. Looks like Julian Williams, junior, 5'11", 285. And it is tough sledding for the Cashion Wildcat running game today. Another short loss, maybe short gain. Bring about third down and about 13 or 12 or 13 from the 34 here, with about 4:37 left in the first quarter. We've got twins up top below. Ben Harmon's got Harrell to the right of him in shotgun. Big down here for the Cashion Wildcat offense. Looks like Coach Shack will take a timeout here, as we have a ton of actually Tanner Dean's also checked back in. Looks like for Camden Maroney, and so with that we'll go to a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on Cashion Wildcat TV. Thanks so much for joining us here.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain & Grange, the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat TV, where the Cashion Wildcats here at home in Maxton Field are up 7-0 on the Perry Maroons. 4:17 left here in the first quarter. Big third down for the Cashion Wildcats. It looks like we've got Fippen, Brexton Green, Lagasse in. We've got a tight end set with Nick Nabavi. Caden Harrell to the right of Ben Harmon. Big down here for the Cashion Wildcats. Snap, looking to pass, looks across the middle, going deep, he's got a man. The catch by Lagasse, nice job by Lagasse, bringing it all the way into the 30-yard line, and that is a big first down for the Cashion Wildcats.
Yeah, great job by Logan just to land in to get down that sideline, beat that cornerback over there, and then for Ben just to seam and lay him out there perfectly where he could just keep that stride and land it right in his hands. Great job and great concentration by him, Lagasse, to catch that ball and bring it down.
I'm not sure if we had, I don't know if I switched the camera angle, but we may have had the ground view on that one, but it was a good one. Lagasse came in right, great ball there by Ben Harmon. Brings up first down, double tight end set for the Cashion Wildcats. Harmon with the shotgun give to Harrell. He'll look right side. He's got some blockers. Stays patient. Nice job there by number 7, Dylan Height, junior, 6'1", 147, hanging on to Caden Harrell's thigh and bringing him down. It's like about a short gain of about 3 yards. We'll bring out second down and 7 for the Cashion Wildcats.
Yeah, the Maroons are doing a great job against Caden. I mean, last week he could kind of do whatever he wanted. He got the ball. He was going to get 10. I think he averaged 10 yards a carry last week. This week it's a little tougher sledding, like you said, and he's not hitting and falling forward. A lot of times they're hitting him and going down. As I say that, there's another 10-yard run right there by Caden Harrell.
This was the play. This is the formation that worked so well for Cashion last week. It was a double tight end on that set. Jacob Farrow, Nick Nabavi helping out on that side with Maroney and Kyler George, and Caden Harrell staying patient, hurdling a couple guys, and gets the big first down. So with 2:57 left in the first quarter, first down and 10 for the Cashion Wildcats just inside the 20. It looks like they're going to stay in that same formation. They're going to split. Actually, Farrow has come out. They've got trips right. Twins up top. Oh, we got twins below and up top. I apologize. Shotgun Harmon looks to his left, looks back to his right, goes deep, post, looks like Green is there, no pass interference, and we will have it to Mason Manning. Hit well before, and unfortunately the Perry Maroon hit his own guy. And so a pass play right to the goal line, and we've got another, maybe, is that offsides? They're going to be, illegal shift, so these will be offsetting. So that's an unfortunate. It seems like Cashion's been fortunate but not fortunate today already in this first quarter of action.
And that play right there, I'm sure Shaq's down there talking to Ben right there. He's telling him, you got to watch out for that safety, that backside safety on something like that. You throw it across there, they're going to come across and be there to make that play. And that's kind of what happened there. He had a big opening, but that backside safety, when he saw the ball in the air, he cut across there and knocked it down, and luckily it wasn't an interception.
So with that, offsetting penalties on the illegal shift and the pass interference, it will remain first down and 10 from the 20. In essence, free play. It's unfortunate it worked that way, but trips down below, Ace up top, Harrell to the left of Ben Harmon. First down and 10. Snap, shotgun pass, looks to his left, going to throw a fade ball up to Lagasse. He goes up high, comes down. Says he's out of bounds. Looked like it was good to me. Great ball, great catch. I love Lagasse going up high. High pointing that ball, coming down with it. I even thought he got 2 feet in. So with that incompletion, that'll be second down and 10.
Where's our sideline camera when we need it?
Need us a pylon cam on that one. Next time, we'll get Corey and Coach Hardaway to get us a pylon cam.
There you go.
Next time. So with that, Cashion will go trips right. Same formation. That's going to be a good look for Cashion. I do like that matchup between number 19, Lane Lagasse, and number 3 for Perry Maroon. Shotgun pass. Harmon looking across the middle. Will be flushed out. Looks a great ball. He'll keep it. He'll turn it up the middle. Cut it outside. He's got her lane. Looks like he'll get it all the way down to about the 13. Great job by Harmon. Took a couple steps in. Still looking for the pass. Tucked it and ran and got a few yards to make it up third and short, about 3rd and 4 here with about 1:43 left in the first quarter.
That's one of those things I'm excited to see Ben as he progresses and gets better, is he keeps his head on a swivel with that ball. If he sees somebody and he can pull the trigger and throw the ball down the field, especially after you get a few of these plays like that, they're going to start coming up and leaving guys open where he can hit them down the field.
Snap, they're going to throw, drive across the middle. It's going up, Brexton Green. Did he get no? Well, it looks like they're going to say good defense there by number 11. Was that 11 on the? It was number 11 for the Perry Maroons. Desmond Williams, sophomore DB, 5'9", 130. And so that'll bring up fourth down. Another fourth down for the Cashion Wildcats inside the 20 of the Maroons. We've come up empty, a couple times.
I'd almost like to see them let Landon, go up high again on that corner and just loft it up there and let him go up and get it.
Bad snap by Harmon. He's going to have to fall on it, and that's been the day for the Cashion Wildcats today. Maybe we just need to end this first quarter and get it over with and get the second quarter, but on fourth down, it'll be another turnover and downs for the Perry Maroons. They're living life right today, and it's not the Cashion Wildcats' turn. And it was a good snap. It just went right through Harmon's hands, and he was looking upfield, maybe looking at the safeties or whatever the case may be, and it'll be looks like about a 6-yard, 7-yard loss at least, if not more, maybe a 12-yard loss. And with that, it'll be a turnover and downs, and Perry Maroons will take over with 1:12 left here in the first quarter. Down 7-0, just down 7-0. Harbor in shotgun, senior 6'1", 200. Snap, he'll give to number 1. He'll cut it up the middle. He's got a couple lanes. Finally met by number 34, Jacob Farrell, outside linebacker. Yeah, he'll gain about 2 yards there. Looked like it was a little bit more on that. He ran quite a bit. But he'll bring up second down and about 8 here with about 57 seconds left.
Gain of 1 yard on the play, second down and 9.
You know, last year we had this same thing. You know, there would be times our offense would just stall out and our defense have come up big. And tonight, I mean, our defense have lived out there and they've done a good job.
Tip ball, nice job there by Farrow getting in the passing lane. The intended receiver was number 3, Carson Rames. But Jacob Harrow going high. He's able to knock that one down and get the deflection. Will bring up third down and about 8 or 9 here for the, looks like about 8 from the 29 for the Perry Maroon. They've converted, I believe Perry's converted 1 third down on the day. Snap, looks to pass. Going across the middle. Farrow with the tip. Almost an interception. Great job there. It's Max Brown in coverage against number 13, the intended receiver, David Stringer. And that'll bring up fourth down for the Perry Maroons and the Cashion defense. As you said, Chris, they help out the offense and certainly get the ball back here with 29 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I think it's been, you know, just a few little pass plays that they've hit here or there to get those yards, and that's about all they've had all night long. Our defense is in the right spots. They're playing good, you know. They're in their spots. They know where they need to be, and the only time they're getting down the field is when they find that little soft spot. But that time, Jacob Farrell was in the right spot, knock it down, and fourth down.
So false start will march the ball back a few more yards, about 5 more. Bring up fourth down and about looks like 12 or 13. Brexton Green has got some room here. Let's see if they get another deep kick. He may have a chance to return this. He's got some space. Great spiral high kick. Brexton Green will catch it. Running back to about his 35. Will cut back. We do have a block in the back. And whatever run happens here will be negated. He's got his feet. We'll break a tackle. We'll say Brexton just go down because it's coming back.
Penalty flag on the play.
So another mistake. That one looks like Max is getting. He's all right. You know, it's an effort play. He was coming in, trying to make his do his job, blocking, coming in. Looks like that will negate the run there by Brexton Green, and it'll bring up Cashion with about 13 seconds left here. First down and 10, right around probably the 37-yard line.
Yeah, right here. You know, I think if I'm Shaq, you know, there's 13 seconds left. Let's see what he does here, but I guarantee at this end of this quarter, he's going to bring his guys over and say, guys, we're doing what we want to do. If we just stick to the plan, and when we get down on, you know, deep in their territory, we've got to finish and kind of drive that nail on in to get in the end zone.
So first down and 10 from the 33-yard line for the Cashion Wildcat. 13 seconds left. Harmon in shotgun. Got a tight end set there. Snap, looking to pass. Going deep, fade route to Mason Manning. He'll go up. Mason having to play a little defense there. Number 7. Great coverage by Dylan Hyde on Mason Manning. And good job by Manning to knock that out. And I'll bring up second down and 10 here. About 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's a beautiful night, Chris, and certainly, you know, as we think of from week 0 to week 1, you know, Cashion looking at different things, different alignments. We've got Max Brown out there, Gavin Phippen, as well as Lagasse. Some guys getting some rest. Harrell back in there. Second down and 10, 7 seconds. Snap, give to Harrell, left side. He'll cut up the middle. Moves 44, moves the pile. Nice job there by Caden Harrell. Basically, Walker Cunningham, senior linebacker, takes him for a ride, and it looks like he'll get about 7 yards, bring about third down and about 2 or 3, and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, just a good, strong run right there, and that's kind of the runs that we're used to seeing Caden Harrell make. Had a little bit of a space, and it hit that hole running as hard as he could, and it did. It just carried that kid for about 5-6 yards and gave us a 3rd and 2 going into this second quarter.
So with that, we'll go to a quick timeout here on Cashion Wildcat TV. I'm Neiman Ababi, joined in the booth by Chris Gibson. It's 7-0 Cashion Wildcats home team up over the Perry Maroons here at the end of first quarter.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat TV on a beautiful Friday night here from Maxon Field. I'm Neiman Abavi. Chris Gibson in the booth with me next. And it's your Cashion Wildcats up 7-0. A little surprising. We kind of maybe expected to have a few more scores. Cashion's kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. You know, you get down, all the way down, and then you just don't do what you're supposed to do. You have a fumble, you throw it backwards, you have a bad snap. And those things right there add up, and at the end of the night, you're going to look back and go, man, we should have had a lot more points on the board, and we just didn't get the job done when we got down there when we had chances.
So swing pass to Brexton Green, senior, takes the pass. Nicely simple play. He's able to take it about 10 yards, gets the first down on the first play of the second quarter. Nice job from Harmon, finding Brexton Green out in front of him. Brexton Green does the rest of it, gets the yardage, and it's a first down for Cashion from the Cashion, looks like 47, 48-yard line. I want to give a big shout-out to our guys, Mark Parrott and Gage Beddick, for running the camera for us up top. We've got my man, Jaron Stone, recharging the camera, the sideline camera, doing a great job. First down and 10 for Cashion. Shotgun for Ben Harmon. Snap, looking to pass, looks to his right, looking for the formation, breaks another tackle, pulls it up front. He'll throw it, he'll let it go. He's got Mason Manning out there. Right idea by Ben Harmon there. Nice job. Ben's showing some good work in the pocket.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He was back there. The pocket kind of started to collapse, and all he did was take a few quick steps up, kept his eyes down the field, and found Mason over there and just kind of put a little too much on it, got away from him a little bit, but that's what you want to see him start doing and keep those eyes down the field, and those receivers are going to get open, and he'll start hitting them.
So timeout Perry, I believe, is that the second or first timeout for Perry? Maybe their first. And so with that, we've got 11:45 here in the second quarter. Just the start of the second quarter, Cashion with one first down here and an incompletion. It'll be second down and 10 from the 47, looks like, of Cashion. We'll go to a quick timeout. Be right back here in a sec here on Cashion Wildcat TV.
Have a pest problem? Call Rural Pest Solutions today. We offer as-needed services as well as a variety of treatment schedules. We're family-owned and operated, and we specialize in treating life's smallest problems. Spiders, ants, roaches, termites, mice, and more. For both residential and commercial, we're ready to solve your pest problems today. So call Rural Pest Solutions in Cashion, 405-238-6565. Proud supporter of Wildcat athletes.
All right, welcome back to Cashion High School at Maxon Field here in Cashion, Oklahoma. It's your Cashion Wildcats, hometown Cashion Wildcats up 7-0 on the visiting Perry Maroon, 2A Perry Maroons. It's been kind of a mixed night for the Cashion Wildcats, but let's see if they can get that corrected here. Shotgun, Harmon with the screen, tunnel to Lagasse. Lagasse cuts it up. He's got a room. He's got to the 40, to the 35, makes another cut. Is tackled right around the 30-yard line. Nice work there by the junior, Landon Lagasse, on the first down play. Tackled by number 9, Caden Hall for the Perry Maroons, but not after a gain of about 20 yards.
Great job by him catching the ball, getting up the field, making good plays, and busting it through there and getting out there into that second level.
So Lagasse with a couple of catches, Green with a couple of catches. I think Manning's got one. Caden Harrell in pistol formation. Try to draw off sides there. Looks like Maroons in it looked like a 4-3 look here. They've kind of mixed it up a little bit. Harrell now to the right of Harmon. Harmon will quick snap, give to swing pass to Brexton Green on the right. He's got a lane. Nice blocking by Gavin Phippen. He's got a chance to break it, and we will get the hold. Goodness gracious. So they're going to call a hold on Gavin Phippen there on the edge. Great catch and run there by Brexton Green. I agree with you, Keith White. I think that was a tough call, but nonetheless, my man, back judge Ian Thompson makes the call for the Maroons against the Wildcats. After the mark-off, I'm not sure if it'll be, if they take the penalty, it'll remain first down, and looks like it will come right back to the original line of scrimmage. So a 10-yard mark-off on a 10-yard play, or essentially a 10-yard penalty, and it still should be first down. Yep.
You know, on a play like that,
go ahead.
Gavin's out there doing a great job blocking, and as Brexton cuts outside, the defender tries to cut outside without Gavin knowing he's got a hold of something. That back officials saw that jersey pull, and that's where he called the penalty.
Harrell with the give to left. He's got a lane. Nice cutback. Staying patient. Great job there by the senior running back. It looks like he's going to get about 12 yards, and that'll be another Cashion first down here with 10:53 left in the second quarter. Nice run by Harrell.
Yeah, good job just getting out there and finding blockers, being patient, working his way down the field. And, you know, those little bursts, you know, whenever he would see a spot to get into, great job by Caden. And then just to maximize that little run as much as he could.
So probably best run of the night for the Cashion Wildcats, obviously outside of Caden Harrell's touchdown run there from about the 2-yard line. Brings up first down and 10 right around the 17. Harmon in shotgun. He'll give it right back to Harrell left side. He has a hole. Moves the pile forward. Looks like it's another nice gain of about 6 or 7 yards there on first down.
Yeah, Coach found something he likes right there on that left side, and I think you said it earlier, that's kind of where they lived last week, and he's just going to let those guys up front keep making holes and keep feeding Caden and let him hit that and make 4 or 5 yards a pop, then bust it big and get a 10, and we'll see if he keeps feeding it to that left side or not.
Yes, double tight end set for the Cashion Wildcats. Farrow and Nababi on that left side. Twins up top, Green and Manning. Pistol formation. Shotgun give to Harrell. Left side again. Camden Maroney on the pull. Breaks a tackle. Harrell pulls it all the way down because it gets about the 6-yard line. 5-yard line will be enough for another Cashion first down.
Yep, again, that left side, and just give him the ball with a head of steam and a few blockers, and it's almost 4 or 5 yards about every single time. Great job by those guys up front, giving him a lane and an opportunity to get out there and make those yards.
Do we see another run again?
I bet so.
Max Brown checking down, trips right up top, still in the tight end formation. Farrow comes out. Nababi still in. Harrell to the right of Harmon. Harmon will give to Harrell left side, and he looks like, is he able to get in? And he does. Touchdown, Cashion Wildcats. Caden Harrell on a 3-yard run for his second touchdown of the night. The second touchdown for the Cashion Wildcats, and they are up 13-0 here with 9:17 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, another good run on that left side, just finding that hole, letting those guys up front make something happen there, and then he sticks his head in there to get those 2 yards and drives his feet, makes it happen.
Christensen out for the extra point. Brexton Green on the hold. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Sure is. Great job. Christensen 2 for 2 on the night. And that's your Cashion Wildcats 14 here on Cashion Wildcat TV. And your Perry Maroons 0.
14, Perry 0.
Finishing up that Cashion fight song. They're out here, that's what we wanted to see coming into this second quarter. Get that ball, control the ball, drive right down the field, stick it into the end zone, and just show that first quarter we could not make it happen when we got down deep into the Perry side of the football field. That time we got down there, found something that worked, and just kept doing it and got into the end zone.
All right, so with that, Christensen out to kick off. Second kick of the night for him. Had a third kick of the night for him. Or second. Third. I get it right, second. Had a great onside kick. Let's see if they try that again. Now kicking from right to left, east to west. Looks like it'll be a deep kick. Christensen high onside. Looks like it'll be caught right around the, looks like it drops right on the 20. Number 3 out there with reception. Met right as soon as he catches it. Number 3, Carson Rames, brought down, looks like they're by Tanner Dean, Jace Evans, and maybe even Jackson Vandruff for a very short gain there to bring up first down and 10 for the Maroons.
Yeah, kid tried to block Jackson, and Jackson put his head down and shoulder into him, and the kid went flying. Great job by him getting down the field, and those other boys. You got to give it up to Lance with his kicks. You know, he places it in spots that it's just hard for a returner to get to and get any kind of head of steam going. He's done a great job this year so far on those kickoffs.
He's been phenomenal. Shotgun for Harbor. He'll keep actually swing pass out there. Looks like it'll drop incomplete. Nice coverage there by Mason Manning on the swing pass to number 13, David Stringer. And that'll be second down and 10 for the Maroons here with 9:09 left from the 24. Second down and 10 here. Cashion in their 3-4 base defense. Snap, give, up the middle. Nice lane, huge lane actually. Jacob Farrell on the backside tackle. What happened there, partner?
Good blocking up front. There was a hole, and the kid saw it and got through there. Jacob did a good job of coming across there and making that tackle, but you sure don't want to see that happen very often. Looks like Caden, he was off to that side there for a minute. I'm not sure
what happened. Nice run there by Caden Hall. He tucked it and ran. Short third down, blitz by Cashion. Farrell up the middle, swing pass, rolls it out behind him, and that'll be incomplete pass. Lots of pressure coming at number 5, Brody Harbor, senior quarterback. And that'll bring up fourth down and about 1, and it's decision time. Or is it decision time? Now, it's probably a punt here for the Perry Maroons. I think Coach Travis Cole is going to decide to play it safe here and punt the ball away.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's probably looking at the scoreboard. They're only down 14-0. Let's not give them the ball back and get a quick score. Let's punch it back down there. They've got a nice little punter that can get the ball down the field and, you know, give them a chance.
Cohen with the kick. Actually, a low liner. You jinxed him. It was a nice jinx. Brexton Green will let it go, Alex Nababi style, and it'll roll all the way down to about the 27. Nice safe play there. Probably maybe would have gained an extra few yards here and there. And so with that, Cashion Wildcats will take over. Nice job by the defense again to hold the Perry Maroons. I think they only have 1 first down on the day, maybe 2. And it's with 8:27 left, Cashion will go back out, try to add to that 14-0 lead.
And here again, you know, we got the ball back pretty quick. Like I said, you know, that first drive of that second quarter where we went right down and scored, you want to see it happen again. You want to see the guys get the ball, control the pace of the game, and kind of do what they want to do all the way down the field and show that first quarter wasn't what we're normally about.
Caden Harrell to give big run up the middle. That'll be a first down, this time to the right side. Harrell gets it all the way out to about the 44-yard line for a big first down there on first down and 10 from the here in the opening drive, or the, I guess, is that our third drive of the second quarter?
Second drive.
Second drive. My apologies. All right. Tight end set for the Cashion Wildcats in the Bobby end. We've got up top Green and Mason Manning. Landon Lagasse down below. It's been a steady diet of Caden Harrell over the last few plays. He's going to get it again right side. This time he's got a following blocker. Breaks a tackle. Breaks it out. He's got another blocker. Brixton Green all the way down to the 20-yard line. Not sure what the penalty is.
Penalty flying on the play.
There was no blockers. Was it a face mask? They're going to call holding on Brexton Green, who literally was driving his man backwards, not holding him. Great job by the crew. They've been on top of it. Ian Thompson and my man Jeff Ryan, line judge. But Cashion will be called after a great run by Caden Harrell. Offensive line slowly whittling away.
Yeah, I just went back on my phone and watched that play, and Brexton, that's all he was doing was just pushing that kid, driving him, keeping his hands inside, and the kid tried to go around him to get to Caden, and there was just a little bit of a snag of the jersey, and I think that's what he saw, and he threw the penalty.
Nonetheless, the run was close to 20-25 yards. The penalty had happened well up the field, and so even with the penalty, it will be first down and 10 for the Cashion Wildcats in Perry territory on the 45. We do have a timeout on the play, certainly based on COVID-19 rules and heat. Again, officials are making sure that everybody has a chance to get plenty of water, to get their sports bottle. And this officials timeout here with 7:58 left here in the second quarter will give us a chance to break to commercial with your Cashion Wildcats up 14-0, looking to add to that here very, very soon.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Gateway Realty is a mother-daughter team that has a heart for small-town life. Both Anita and Kelly were born and raised in Cashion and are still raising their families here. Their family homesteaded in Cashion in 1908, and it's been home ever since. Anita and Kelly know this town, love this town, and would love to help make this your home too. For a friendly face and trustworthy knowledge.
Welcome back to play here with Cashion Wildcats. First down and 10. Harmon back to pass. Shotgun looking deep. He will go deep. He's got Brexton Green going up high. Catches the tip. Almost comes down with a great individual effort by Brexton Green. Fought off the defender on the jump ball there on the post. Was able to tip it to himself and almost made the catch there. Would have been a da-da-da, da-da-da. But unfortunately, it falls to the ground, and that'll bring up second down and 10 here. 7:49 left here in the second quarter. Cashion looking to add to their 14-0 lead. It hasn't been pretty, but if we can get this score, Chris, I think that'll definitely, give Cashion a little bit of breathing room for sure. Second down and 10. Tight end formation. Give to Jacob Farrow in for Caden Harrell. He'll bull his way down. Looks like he'll move it forward for about 3 or 4 yards. First carry for Jacob Farrow on the year.
Number 34.
I think he hit. I think he hit his man Skylar George harder than he hit one of the defenders. But you got to love the physicality of Jacob Farrow. I got to love watching him run with the ball.
Yeah, he's one of those kids. You give him the ball and tell him to run in a direction, he is going to run as hard and as fast as he can go and get you 2 or 3 yards.
Third down and about 8 here. Ben Harmon looking over the place. We got trips down below. Ace up top. Manning by himself up top. Farrow staying in for Caden Harrell. Shotgun screen pass to Brexton Green. Great block there by Nabavi. Brexton Green get another block by the gas. He'll turn up to the 30. Puts the Jets on. 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Cashion Wildcats. See you later, Brexton Green on the, looks like the 45-yard swing play for another Cashion Wildcat touchdown.
And no flags.
And no flags. Great blocking there on the inside, but Nabavi, Lagasse there on the edge, and then it was all Brexton Green. Gas down, watch him fly for the touchdown. Nice work there by the Cashion Wildcats to extend their lead out. 20-0 here with 6:58 left in the second quarter. Lance Christensen out. Brexton Green catching his breath. Will be on the hold. Snap down, kick is up. And it's good, my man. Christensen 3 for 3 on the night. And that moves the score to 21-0. We're your hometown Cashion Wildcats here on Cashion Wildcat TV, powered by Squirtle. Take a 3-score lead over the visiting Perry Maroons from Class 2A.
Yeah, right there on that touchdown. It's so fun to watch Brexton when he gets the ball in his hands and he hits the Jets. Kids don't realize how fast he is, and just like it proves it right there. We had great blocking, but there's a couple kids that had angles that could have got to him after those blocks, and by the time they got to him, they were 4 yards behind him, and he was headed to the end zone. Great job by Brexton really using those blockers. Great job by those kids out there blocking, and then to turn on the Jets and boost himself into the end zone and leave everybody else in the dust. Great job by the Cashion Wildcat offense. Great job by Brexton Green getting in the end zone.
So Cashion scored, or I said Brexton scored in that exact same play, the right side for about 60 yards. last week. And, you know, I guess it's pick your poison if you're going to play the Cashion defense. If you're going to come up and try to take that away, we're going to beat you over the top. So with that, Christensen comes out with another kickoff. Let's see what he throws at the Perry Maroons this time.
Number 32, Lance Christensen back to receive.
Deep for
number 3, Carson Raines, and number 6, Jude
Carson
Cone.
Raines and Jude Cone for deep. It's going to go to Raines. He'll catch it right around the 25, 20. He'll cut back outside. He's got a lane. He's got a bunch of tacklers out there. Gets about nice little run there, about a 10-yard run there for Raines. Looks like met initially there by Mason Manning, our man, and Jackson Vandruff on the tackle.
We had guys flying down the field. Jake Branson was flying. The kid is so fast, and he was headed down the field to get that tackle. Kid made a good block on him, but Jake got down there where the kid had to kind of make a turn, and then we were there to, that pursuit on our special teams is awesome.
First down and 10 from the 34. Maroons in shotgun, blitz up the middle. Pressure will be there, and looks like Cashion will call a timeout. I'm not sure if Coach Wood liked showing that blitz so early, and maybe didn't feel like it was the right call. So with that timeout, we'll go to a quick timeout. It's your Cashion Wildcats up 21 over the visiting Perry Maroons from Class 2A here on Cashion Wildcat TV. Thanks so much for joining us here. We'll be right back in a flash.
Call these hometown girls at 405-641-7388. Go Wildcats! Cashion Shape Up Fitness is locally owned and operated with no contracts or sign-up fees. Our rates start at only $30 per month, and we have tanning available. Everything you need to work on your health and fitness. So contact Amber Lee to...
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat football here. First down for the Perry Maroons. Blitz is on. Coming right at him. Tip ball by Farrow, hit by Lennon Lagasse. Great job by Lagasse. Let's see who the poor Perry Maroon was who caught that ball. It's like number 9, Caden Hall, running back, split out. Great job there by the linebacker crew. Put pressure on Harbor. Harbor had to let it go. He found his outlet, number 9. And then great job by corner Landon Lagasse, the junior, coming up, making the big hit. And that'll be a loss of 1 on that completion. Will bring out 2nd and 11 here with about 6:20 left from the 34 for the Perry Maroons. Harbor snap, looking to pass again. He'll roll to his right. He'll go deep. He's got a man out there. Good coverage there by Lagasse on number 7. Dylan Height, the junior, had a step on Lagasse. Lagasse doing a great job there, keeping close contact, and as the ball drifted out of bounds, brings up 3rd down and 11 for the Perry Maroons here from the 34.
And another great job by the defense right there. Like I said earlier, you want to make sure that you don't let them have anything deep, and when they do make a little pass, come up and tackle, and that's exactly what Landon did on that play before.
Harbor looking at that same spot on that little soft zone spot right around the 1st down marker. That pass was too high. Intended receiver is number 19, Justin Vennard Jr., 6'2", 172. And with that brings up 4th down and long. And the punt team comes back out. Another victory for the Cashion Wildcat defense, holding the Maroons to basically nothing here late in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, just looking down through my drive chart, I'm pretty sure they've went 4 and out or interception all but 1 of their 6 drives.
Yeah, I think they have 1 first down on the night, possibly 2, I think, but mainly 1. Braxton Green deep, player of the game for the Maroons, number 6, punter. Another great punt. Braxton Green will catch this one. He'll let it bounce, and he's going to let it go, Nabavi style. Let that thing roll all the way back down to 27. The Cashion Wildcats will be taking over. For this, is this the 5th possession or 4th possession? What do we got? What are we standing at?
This will be the 3rd possession.
2nd quarter
of the 2nd
6th
quarter.
Overall.
Be 7th overall.
7th overall. All right. So with that, looks like Cashion will be taking over right around the 28. Ben Harmon's had a couple of nice connections on some swing passes. He's got a couple. He's got a deep pass to Lagasse and as well as to Braxton Green. a lot of the work's been done on the ground, chewed up by Caden Harrell. He's back out there. He had a small rest. Jacob Farrow had a couple touches. We have looks like Cashion staying in. Looks like we've got a twins up top and below. 4 wide receiver set. Shotgun for Harmon. He'll look to pass. He's looking for the out route to Green. Green breaks a tackle. He's got a chance. 50, 40. One man to beat. Gets the block. Cuts it back up to the 10. And that will be another Cashion Wildcat touchdown. 72 yards. My man Keith White let me know. Great job there on the swing play, or on the out. Ben Harmon connecting with Brexton Green on yet another touchdown pass. And with 5:37 left here in the second quarter, it's Cashion 27, Perry Maroon 0.
You know, they had a couple kids right there at the initial.
I thought he was going to get him hard.
Yeah, I mean, as he went to catch that ball, I was thinking the same thing Nemo was he's about to get hammered, and he caught it, and nobody ever even touched him. He turned it up, and Landon was there to block, and then he made a good cut and got in the end zone. Great job by Brexton. Great throw by Ben.
Kick is up by Christensen. It's good, and with that, it's 28-0. Cashion up over Perry here on Cashion Wildcat TV, powered by Squirrel. 72-yard, 2-play drive for the Cashion Wildcats after the great stop on defense. And just like that, what was a 7-0 game now has just been broken open here. And very similar, eerily similar to the game against Pawhuska for Perry, where they came out, played tough, even moved the ball a little bit, held it tight, and then all of a sudden it was Pawhuska wide open. The same case here for the Cashion Wildcats, up 28-0 here early here late in the second quarter.
Yeah, well, there's times in that first quarter where you're like, are we going to get this together? What's going on? And then the second quarter rolled around, and I'm telling you, Shaq probably had a nice conversation with those boys in between those quarters, and whatever he told them, it worked, and they've shored up a lot of things, and everything's working this second quarter. Defensively has been there the entire game, and I just don't know what they're going to be able to do to get the ball moving down the field against this Cashion Wildcat defense. If I think of it, I'll let you know, but I won't let Perry know.
Christensen out with a kick from the 40. Thank you. Good call there on the lights. High onside, deep onside, actually, all the way out to the 15. Great kick. Number 9 with reception. He'll look all the way left. He'll reverse field. Nice break tackle. He's got a lane. Nice job there by was that number 9? Yes, it was number 9, Caden Hall for the Perry Maroons. Nice tackle. Was that Tanner Dean on the tackle?
I think so.
It may have been. Nice job there by Tanner on special teams. And that'll bring up first down and 10 for the Perry Maroons here. 5:29 left in the second quarter. Cashion up 28-0. Looks like the Maroons will take over right around the 36-yard line. Gavin Phippen? Gavin Phippen, my man, Jeep Phipp, number 7. His daddy's probably watching out in New Mexico. So with that, Harbor back out for the Maroons. Shotgun formation, number 1, Cole Witter joining him. Trips down below, ace up top for the Maroons. Snap. Harbor will keep it up the middle, looking for something, cuts it back outside, but he won't find it because my man, Kyler George, is there along with Jacob Farrow and cleanup. Great job by the DN, Kyler George Sr., staying at home and making the strong tackle.
Yeah, way to just attack that outside shoulder and nothing getting on the outside of him. The quarterback turned it up right into the meat of that defense and went down, didn't even get a yard.
Clock running, 5:03 here, second down and 10. Harbor snap gives to number 1. He is immediately met by, looks like, who is that? Is that my man Kyler George again? It sure is. Kyler George, the second tackle in a row. Great job behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson Vandrup, the sophomore, there as well, and clean up, and that's about a 3 or 4 yard loss there for the Maroons to bring up third down and long.
Yeah, Kyler just crashed down right there and just came across that line and pushed him right into the other defensive end, and like you said, a 2 yard loss.
Cashion showing blitz there. Shotgun snap. Blitz is on. Deep pass. Phippen in coverage. Great job there by Gavin Phippen. Staying with his man, number 3, the intended receiver, senior Carson Rames. Deep pass goes out of bounds, and that'll bring up fourth down and about 12 or 13 for the Maroons as they come back out to punt to the Cashion Wildcats. I got to believe Brexton's thinking to himself, I got to catch this ball. I'm going to catch this one. I'm not going to let it bounce.
I don't care where it goes, I'm catching the ball. That's what he's thinking.
Or he may be being told, hey, play it safe. Let's go score on the ground. Max Brown is the up back, joining Brexton Green right around the 45. Speedster and the Brown families. Low punt. He's down, and that's it. Muff punts on the snap. Number 6, all he could do, Jude Cohn, is to fall on it. And with that, Cashion will take over right around the 25-yard line on the Perry side of the ball, or the field. Tough play there by the sophomore. The punter's done great for the Perry Maroons, Jude Cohn, but he had no chance. I think he got his eyes up and fell down. And with that, we've got a quick timeout. We'll cut to commercial. Be right back here on Cashion Wildcat TV.
Sign up today, 405-538-8248. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Cashion Shape Up Fitness.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain and Grange, the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat TV here. We got Cashion football, second quarter action where your Cashion Wildcats are up 28-0 on the 2A visiting Perry Maroons. 4:16 left. Cashion will be taking over after a muff snap by the Perry Maroon punter right around the Perry 24-yard line. In shotgun, we've got Ben Harmon. He's got Caden Harold with him. We've got twins up and below. Shotgun looks to pass to his left. He'll roll to his right. He's still looking left. He'll go ahead and keep it. He's got a chance. Breaks one tackle to 20, 15, 10. Great job there by Ben Harmon, the junior. Went through his progressions. Couldn't find it. Good job on the coverage there by the Perry Maroons, but not after looks like about a 15-yard or 12-yard run there by Ben Harmon.
I was watching Caden in that play, and he saw Ben go to run, and he went down. I think he knocked about 3 guys over, and that's a good lead blocker to have down the field.
It sure is. Team first. Shotgun, or actually, yeah, first down and 10, shotgun formation. Cashion from the 16-yard line. Snap, looking to his left. Harmon progresses, goes across the middle, sees, there it is, touchdown, Mason Manning on the 12-yard pass, pitch and catch in essence. And with that, Cashion adds another touchdown to the scoreboard, and they're up 34-0 here. That onslaught is on, Chris.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The second quarter, it's been everything's hitting on all cylinders. Ben's doing a great job of when it's a pass play, going through his progression, finding the open receiver. If they're open, make the throw. If not, he pulls down the ball and runs. On our run plays, great job by the guys up front, making holes, letting our running backs find those holes, hitting them. Oh, off the upright and in through. Nice job, Lance. He did that on purpose.
Living life right, Lance Christian.
He's getting bored, so he's trying new things.
he's doing stunt kicking now.
But all that being said, second quarter has been everything has gone Cashion's way on the offensive side of the ball. The defense has just been the sure thing the whole game, but I want to see them keep it up. I predicted that shutout, and I think we can do that if our defense stays focused and just doesn't let anything get behind them on a few of those long pass plays.
Well, you might see the JV squad out there in a little bit if the score keeps up.
I've got faith in the JV. I thought about that.
I wasn't saying anything. I'm just telling you it'll be on the hands of the JV to kind of hold it up. But with that, Cashion 35, Perry 0 here. 3:41 left in the second quarter. It's been all Cashion all day, even with a few mistakes here and there. My man Lance Christensen, he's an assassin. He's a ninja with the ball from the tee. He's done a great job for us. Again, we don't talk enough about special teams. We absolutely should. The guy's by himself. He just goes and kicks and does his thing. I watch him. I see him. He came over to the house, had lunch the other day. I patted him on the back, told him keep going. Just a great kid. And so with that, Cashion will be kicking off from the 40-yard line. Christensen will go. deep to the sideline, and it will go out of bounds. Probably the only bad kick he's had all year, and he's had several chances. That goes out of bounds right around the 20. Will be marked off most likely around the 35, where Perry Maroons will be taking over here. And, let's see what Coach Cole does here. I'm not sure if he goes to the bag of tricks or if he just tries to say, I'm going to get out of here. Let's try not to get them to score before the end of the half. Looks like Cashion coming back out in their 3-4. We've got Vandruff, Maroney, and Kyler George across the line. Nabavi, Caden Harrell in the middle. Outside linebackers Manning and Farrow. We've got Fippen and Lagasse corners, and Green and Harmon at safety. Shotgun Harbor, who he'll give it to 9. Nice hole right up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Farrow chases him down. Great job there by the Perry Maroons. Right to Caden Hall, right up the middle. Huge hole.
Well, that time kind of live and die by that rush and that blitz, and it was just a perfect call at the perfect time for that offense when both linebackers rushing in, and they picked the wrong hole to go through, and it was a huge, nice run for the Perry Maroons.
So Cashion stays in their base defense that time, is able to get the tackle. Is that Kyler George? It sure is. My man is on fire. Senior's done a great job at DN. He has absolutely locked down that side and comes in with another tackle. Almost no gain, or maybe a short loss there to bring up 2nd down and 10 here. Clock running, 3:07 left here in the second quarter. Perry's trying to get on the board. Shotgun for Harbor. He's got a running back to his left. Here goes snap, looking to pass. It looks to his left, across the middle. Nobody there. Cross. There it is. Farrell with the interception at the 40. He's got a convoy. He's looking to move the pile, and he gets it all the way down to the Perry side of the ball field at the 42. He's been close, my friend. He's been close, and dropping him out. Coach Woods making that adjustment on that pass. He had a couple of tips. He had a drop, and he finally got his interception.
Yeah, just a great job. I was thinking to myself before that drive, what could Perry do? And my thinking was find those little holes 10 yards down the field. Coach Wood was ready for that. That's what they tried. Dropped him back. He was there in the perfect position and just fell right into the right spot, got his hands up and made the interception. Great job by Jacob Farrow and the defense to look for those little passes where they were hitting them early. They learned from that and shored that up.
I absolutely love what Coach Shack is doing here. He's got a younger line, a line that's kind of learning how to play the game. He's giving them help. He's got in a tight end set, double tight ends quite a bit. Shotgun back to snap, looking deep, post, wide open Manning. He catches at the 20, cuts back, 15, 10, all the way down and keep going, my man. And he keeps going. Oh, did it blow? He never went down. But with that whistle, number 7, Dylan Height with the tackle. Mason Manning didn't see him. He thought he was walking in for a touchdown, but great find there by Ben Harmon on a huge 40-yard pass play all the way down to about the 6-yard line, ready to punch it in here with about 2:32 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, just blown coverage there. Mason Manning was running free down the field. Nobody around within 15 yards. And a lot of times, there was a couple of plays like that last year. Ben kind of floated the pass on those. This year, not so much. He's going to step up. He's more confident and makes those passes and puts them on the money.
Harrell with the give up the middle. Moves the pile. He gets close. Gets down the 2-yard line. Nice job there by the O-line, and Caden Harrell will bring up 2nd down and goal here. 1:58 running clock here. Cashion definitely has a chance. Three more opportunities here.
2nd down and goal.
Yeah, we definitely, listen, at halftime, let's make sure and talk about that progression of Ben Harmon, especially in this game. I really have enjoyed watching his footwork in the pocket and stepping into a lot of his throws. Corner route outside. Oh, came back in onside on the slant. Intended receiver Mason Manning. Good coverage there by number 3. Carson Rames, I don't know if it was super tight, but again, good coverage in and out of Mason Manning's hands. It could have been another touchdown for Ben Harmon.
3rd down and goal.
They had Brexton Green, I don't want to call maybe on a pick or what do they call those?
Rub.
A rub route, getting Brexton Green on the out, coming back from Manning on the inside on the slant. So Cashion stays in the tight end set. We might see a healthy dose here of Caden Harrell from the 2-yard line. Tight end set left side, Nabavi. We've got Green by himself up top. Give to Caden Harrell. Left side, is he in? Right at we got touchdown. Which one is it? And we do.
I mean,
My
I
man.
could see him rolling around inside the end zone. I figured it was a touchdown, but
Head linesman comes in. Jeff Ryan says, nope, it's a touchdown. And with that, Caden Harrell gets his third touchdown on the night on a little 2-yard run on the inside give. 1:28 left here. Cashion goes up 41-0 over the Perry Maroons. Gates are open. It's flooding. Watch out, folks. Here come the Cashion Wildcats. Kick is up. Christensen looking pretty on that one. No crossbar upright for you on that one.
I
Chris.
cleaned it up. He gave us a little excitement on the one before.
Christensen perfect 6 for 6 on extra points, doing a great job on kickoffs, and then with that, it's your Cashion Wildcats all of a sudden ballooned all the way up to 42-0. Defense doing their job, getting a bunch of 3-and-outs, getting the ball back, and it's deep play, screen plays, running. Cashion's doing it all here in the second quarter, and it's 42-0, just like that.
5 touchdowns in this second quarter. You know, that first quarter we were, when we had a little break, Neiman and I were talking, and we were like, man, it should be 28-0 right now. It was 7-0 going into that second quarter, and they've done what they're supposed to do. Like I keep saying over and over, the second quarter, Coach Shack must have had a little talk with them in between those quarters and said, let's shore this stuff up and go, get better. Let's get better. Let's get out there and do our job, and that's kind of what they've done this second quarter to get those 5 touchdowns.
Christensen on the kick. High onside. Looks like it's going to land right on the 25. Sure does. Nice spot there, number 9, Caden. Got it. He cuts back up. Nice job there by, looks like Jackson Vandruff. He and Manning are battling it out for Special Teams Player of the Day. Nice job there by Vandruff, staying in his lane. He's got great speed. Strong kid, sophomore, coming down. It was number 9, Caden Hall, running back with the catch. And Perry Maroons will take over with 1:23 left. I guess you could sit on it. You could run it 3 times. I don't think Cashion's going to call any timeouts, but, you got to be careful. You can't give Cashion the ball back here too quick.
If we have a break and you have a chance to go back and watch that kick, Aiden Plummer was hauling down the field. A guy came over to try to block him, and the kid did a cartwheel after Aiden Plummer laid into him. Holy cow.
Braxton Green coming in with a little cleanup there. Looks like I'm not sure who made the tackle on that run, but it is a nice little run there by Caden Hall. He brings it out all the way across the 39. Brings up second down and about looks like 3 or 4 from the 39, looks like. Maroons looking to possibly run the ball here one more time, run this out. They sure do. They give the ball inside again. Met by Caden Harrell. No, sir, that time. Short gain, about 1 yard. Caden Harrell met him right in the middle. Nick Nababi said, you got this, number 9. And we've got a time. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. Coach Wood calling timeout here with 42 seconds. So with 3rd and 1 here for the Perry Maroons, wouldn't expect Coach Wood calling that timeout, but we have that. What you got for me, Chris? You going to show me the Aiden Plummer? Oh, goodness. Hey, listen, you know what? We just play football down here in Cashion, Oklahoma. That's what we do.
Boys run hard. And that just shows you a kid like that out there. What is Aiden? Is he a sophomore or junior?
Aiden Plummer? No, he's a junior.
Yeah. Man, the kid gets out there and works hard. When he gets in there, like in that Rejoice game, the kid was all over the place, making great tackles. When he had his shot, and just like we were talking about, special teams is a big part of the game. His shot is on his special teams early in the game, and he gets out there and makes a play like that. Maybe he didn't make a tackle, but that kid on the other sideline is thinking, who is 59?
So we're going to keep it here for the next 42 seconds. We'll wait for halftime. And listen, you need to join us at halftime because we've got lessons with Lane. Lane will be coming in with halftime stats, and we've got a great student interview. We know that you guys love our student interviews. We've got senior Jake Wilkerson coming in, basketball guy. He actually does a little filming for the football team. Just a great kid.
President of the FFA.
President of FFA. The kid is phenomenal. We're going to have him. So don't
golfer too.
So with that, we've got 3rd down and short for the Perry Maroons. Harbor in shotgun. Witter next to him. He'll go ahead and keep it. There's a push. There's a chance. Nababi out there trying to chase him down. He'll string it out. And who is that? Was that Max Brown? No, it was Max Brown. Yep. With the safety fill. Nababi stretches the play out. No gain brings up 4th down. One great job there by the sophomore coming in and making the fill and stopping Harbor for no gain there on 3rd down. And it looks like Coach Travis Cole says, I've had enough. I'm either going to run this one out and take it to halftime. And I think that's going to be the case there. Smart move by Coach Cole. And with that, it is halftime here in Cashion Wildcat TV, powered by Squirtle. Your hometown Cashion Wildcats, number 2 ranked in Class 2A, lead 2A Perry 42-0.
Just a kind of a slow start to the offense in the first quarter, like we've talked about the whole game, and then the second quarter rolled around and they said, all right, quit playing around, let's do the right thing, let's make the plays that we can make, and just poured it on. The defense just did what they normally do, got out there, shored things up. I think there was only like 2 first downs the whole first half. And when you only get 2 first downs in a half, it's hard for anybody to get anything rolling. And this defense is just a blanket and not giving them any chance of anything. And then when our offense gets the ball, on our side of the field a couple times and then hit really big plays down the field 2 or 3 times, it snowballs.
Yep, absolutely. So with that, we're at halftime. We're going to go to a quick timeout. We've got Lessons with Lane as well as an interview with Jake Wilkerson. Make sure you don't leave us here on Cashion Wildcat TV. I'm Neiman Abavi. My man Chris Gibson in the booth. We're having a good one here as your Cashion Wildcats are up big 42-0 here on week 1 action here in Cashion, Oklahoma. Thanks for joining us. Don't go away.
Cashion fans, please welcome to the field your Cashion High School cheerleaders, 2-time game day state runner-up squad. Your seniors this year, Amber Morgan, Allison Smith, juniors, Bailey Frazier.
Hear this through the screen?
What do you mean?
Like, can you hear the audio from it?
I turn it down. I can.
Okay, can you turn it off?
Yeah, I'll turn it right down. All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat TV. I'm Neiman Abavi. It is halftime here in Cashion, Oklahoma, Maxon Field, where it's all Cashion all day, baby. 42-0 over the two-way Perry Maroons. Slow start, picked up in the second quarter, 5 straight scores on 5 straight possessions, and the Cashion Wildcats are doing what we expected them to do, and that was to go up big here at home, week 1 action. Joining me in the booth is my man, senior Jake Wilkerson. Jake, I'm so glad you're joining us. This is one of my favorite parts of the day. I love calling Cashion Wildcats athletics during football, basketball, and softball, but I really love bringing in great student athletes, great folks, great kids in the community up to showcase them, brag about them, and let other folks know how awesome we have it here in Cashion. Jake, thanks so much for joining us. Are you excited? Are you a little nervous?
Yeah,
just a little. Okay, you're going to do great. Jake, I wanted to make sure you do a ton with basketball and FFA. I know you're the president of FFA, but I just wanted to start with basketball. But how's off-season basketball coming thus far?
It's going great. We're getting in a lot of practicing and doing pick-up, and we're doing a lot of workouts. And Coach Hardaway is really coaching us up. It's going great.
Coach Hardaway's probably got to love the fact that he's got some basketball-only guys sitting around. You guys actually can scrimmage and do stuff, right?
Yes, sir. We get after each other every eighth hour almost. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and Coach Hardaway is a great coach.
Yeah, we love Coach, and he certainly did well. Was Coach of the Year in our district quite a bit last year in the Northwest side, and great state run last year. Kind of stunk because of COVID-19. What are did you think we were going to go all the way?
Personally, yes. I thought we had a lot of momentum going into it, but it sucks that we got cut short because of COVID. But, I mean, at least OSSA is keeping us safe and student athletes. And I know that was our number one priority. So, but it really did stink for all of us.
So you received like a commemorative medal and a state program and a T-shirt.
Yes,
so they tried to help it out. It stinks that we couldn't see the played out on the court, but very well stated. Again, it was about player safety, coach safety, and you're right. I mean, very well stated. I know there's a lot of folks. I know I was upset certainly by the outcome and the decision that was made, but certainly a lot of great memories. And so for me, my favorite memory was the charge that Jacob Woody got in the Mangum game. That was one of my favorite memories. Did you have a favorite memory from from last year's season? And you can talk about yourself if you want. Did you have a favorite memory?
Probably one of my favorite memories was T.J. Roberts. He's like one of my best friends. He went off in the senior night against Dale. That was so awesome. We were all getting so hype, and he was just hitting every three he put up.
Yeah, I think he was 4 for 4 at one point.
Yeah, it was so awesome.
Yeah, and not to mention beating Dale, right? So
that
was
yes, sir.
Too. So Jake, not only do you play basketball, and you're going to be the only senior this year for basketball. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So not only are you going to be the only senior and a leader on the team, but you also are president of the FFA. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So tell me a little about FFA. Maybe we've had some folks in the past talk about it. Tell me about what you do as a president of FFA. What are some of your main responsibilities?
Well, we lead the chapter as an officer team as a whole, and we set forth stuff so that people can have fun in FFA and strive to do what they love to do. And it doesn't seem like a lot of work being president, but it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. It's something I've worked for my entire 4-year career in FFA, growing up through high school, and I just really love it. In the last year since we got Miss Drake,
yes,
our chapter has really started to thrive. We were a 3-star chapter this year and got the highest rank you can get, so it's going pretty awesome.
Well, congratulations. That's fantastic. And you got some great swag. I know you got a pretty sweet jacket. And
yes, sir.
Get to do some good things. That's one of the neat things. I know when we moved to Cashion several years ago, it was about opportunity. And that's what we have here in community. You got somebody who gets to play basketball and do FFA. I know you help with filming on the football team.
Yes, sir.
Right. I mean, that's amazing. You get to do a lot of different things, and that's what makes this in my opinion, a special place. How long have you lived in Cashion?
I've lived in Cashion all my life. My parents own a house on Waterloo, and they've lived here since my sisters are in 3rd grade. So I'm part of the 14-year-old club. I've been here for a while, and it's a great little community.
So Jake, so you say great little community. For you, what makes Cashion a special place to go to school and live?
I think mainly just the support you have of your town. I mean, you go out and competing in anything as student and athlete or like academic team all the way to football, you know you're going to have the community backing you the whole way through. And that's what's great about Cashion. I mean, a lot of other kids from different schools don't get that. And it's awesome. I love having the community support in everything I do.
Yeah, well stated. Jake, you said you were nervous. This is fantastic, man. You're well versed, well stated. This was an excellent interview. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
And guys, listen. This is this is what we have here in Cashion. It is a special place, and I know we don't want to brag about it because we don't want to share sometimes. But at the same time, we have to celebrate all the great kids and things that we're doing here. And Jake, you're one of those special kids. Congratulations on your work as president of FFA, getting the high ranking that you guys have gotten with your chapter. Best of luck with basketball, and really, really appreciate you being out here and being a great kid here in the
Yes,
community.
sir.
Thanks so
Thank
much,
you.
Jake.
Thank you.
That's Jake Wilkerson, senior, point guard, forward, 2 guard. What do we got?
Mainly 2
Two
guard.
guard, two
No
guard for the
point
basketball
guard.
team, president of the FFA. He's our man. We see Jake all the time, always smiling. He's a great kid, and we're super lucky to have him here. Great interview. Guys, thank you so much for joining us thus far. We're going to go to a quick timeout here at Cashion on CWTV. We've got a little halftime commercial coming up, and then we'll have Lessons of Lane coming up here with some halftime highlights. Thank you so much for joining us here. We'll be right back.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
All right, here at halftime with Lessons with Lane. Had a great little interview there with Jake Wilkerson. He's a great kid, man.
Yeah,
Just
he's
a big part of this school and big part of our FFA. I'm excited to see all of the great things that the FFA has to offer. I mean, Miss Drake has done a great job, and Jake is the president of the FFA and is a great kid and a great leader in our school.
That's what I love about this small town stuff. Jake Wilkerson plays basketball, makes a team, has a suit, sits on the bench, president of FFA, been showing hogs for 3 or 4 years. So these kids get to do about whatever they want to do. If they choose to be in every sport and every activity, they sure can.
Yep. It's an opportunity for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk.
Is today your birthday?
Today is my birthday.
Today is your birthday.
The big 3-9.
Your dad called me.
Did he?
Uh-huh. He said, you give a shout out to Chris. You're 39?
Yep, 39.
Wow. 39.
Dad looking out.
Yeah, he called me and he's like, oh, I want to give a shout out to my son. Proud of him. They love Cashion. Cashion, we talk on and on about how great Cashion is. What did you think about the first half?
Man, just like we were talking while they were on doing their interview, that first quarter was just kind of blah. It was almost like, I think you said it was, Shaq may have been working a few things, seeing what was going to happen, giving a few different kids a chance
Right.
up on the line. And then that second quarter, man, they just turned on the Jets and didn't really look back any.
Right. It looked like, halfway through the first quarter, it looked like that we were kind of even on yardage. And look at the end of the half, we had 413 total yards to their 46. So we just dominated them.
413 yards in the first half to 36.
And, you know, our line didn't look great at first, and they were kind of pushing us around a little bit, but we kind of wore them down. You're not going to tackle. You're not going to tackle Caden Harrell very long. You know, it's 2 or 3 times of that, and you've had enough, and want to kind of get out of the way. But they look pretty good. You know, our big test is going to come here in the next 2 weeks. We're going to be playing Thomas and Minko, and Thomas is beating Alva right now. I don't know. I mean, you know, Paul Huska beat the doors off of Perry last week, 64-7, and it was like 7-0, I think. And Perry was getting ready to go score, and somebody told me that they threw a pick 6 to kind of blow the thing up. And you know, you can see Perry out here. I mean, they're pretty pedestrian. They're not going to weigh you in any aspect of the game. How about our kicker?
Hey, we've talked him up today.
I know.
Just on the kickoffs alone, I think Neiman called him the assassin because he just picks them apart, drops it in spots, and then that one onside kick. I mean, perfect onside kick, and landed it right in Max's hands. And Max
really
didn't come up with it, but it was still a great kick.
Nothing is surprising us tonight. I mean, it was just about like Rejoice last week. We've got 3 or 4 men on this team, and the rest of the kids are trying to grow up and trying to learn how to play football. But Mason Manning has grown up a lot. Really, since the last game, he's going to be a big part of this team moving forward.
He was one that really stood out in that first quarter, where he had the interception. I think he had the fumble recover. Well, we thought it was a recovery on that kickoff. I mean, he was kind of in a part of everything, and then had the. I think he had a touch or a big long catch, in that first quarter.
And he's a freak in the weight room. I mean, he works all the time, and he is so strong, and it's showing up on the football field this year.
Yeah, I definitely can see when you're next to that kid, you know he's an athlete.
Oh yeah, you bet.
What do we have as far as like passing yards versus?
Well, Ben Harmon's kind of been on spot. He's 10 of 18 for 307 yards, 3 touchdowns. Caden Harrell's got 15 carries for 88 yards. Bruxton Green's 4 catches for 156. That 72-yarder kind of helped his average a little bit, but he just can yards after catch kind of a guy that he just keeps on grinding until he gets free. They about had him for a 8 or 10 yard gain. He turned into a touchdown.
Yep, and that's what I was talking about. There was a couple of kids that had angles on him, and they just. I mean, he just left them. By the time they got to him, there's 4 yards behind them.
That 72-yarder, that kid had a chance to tackle him, really lay Brexton out, and he was wanting no part of it, and he just kind of olayed it and let Brexton keep on going. But, again, we're not going to learn a whole lot until we get into next week and the week after that.
Yeah, once you get into those, that's that meat of this first 4 games. We knew with Rejoice that they had lost a little bit. Perry had lost some. They had their O-line returning, but other than that, that was about it.
How about Nicky the Sticky? Bobby, I didn't know he played offense. I mean, did he play offense last week?
He did, yeah. He's we talked about that double tight end set. He's in there with Farrow. He's in there in single back. They split him out, and he had a catch. He had a chance. He was targeted too earlier in the first quarter. Had a chance.
Yeah. That's one of those things we were talking about, the progression. That's one of the plays that we kind of highlighted earlier of Ben going through that progression. Nick, stuck with his route. Ben went through every single receiver. Everybody was covered. Got down to Nick, and Nick was still there and got about 10, 11 yards.
10, 11 yards, got a first down. That was nice.
There.
Shaq is he thinks a lot through things a lot more than we do. You're like, what are we doing out here? And he's thinking 2 or 3 games down the road. He's not trying to give Tom's a whole lot to look at, and it's pretty pedestrian what we're doing right now.
You're right. We've been subbing a lot too, Lane.
Yeah, I mean, we had some kids in there that didn't have much playing time, even the middle of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Yep. But like you said, Caden, they were getting him down for 1, 2 yard gains there at the first of the game.
Right.
Into that second quarter, they didn't want none of him.
No.
He was getting, they'd hit him, and then he'd get 5, 10 yards.
Yeah.
Well, with that, You ready
We'll catch you after the
to
game.
wrap this up? Lessons with Lanes. Thanks for the birthday
I'll catch you
wishes.
after the game.
We'll see you down here after the game.
Okay.
Have a pest problem? Call Rural Pest Solutions today. We offer as-needed services as well as a variety of treatment schedules. We're family-owned and operated, and we specialize in treating life's smallest problems: spiders, ants, roaches, termites, mice, and more.
All right, so lucky to have Lane come in, and great job by Jake Wilkerson. I hope people go back if you missed that. Hopefully, maybe someone will go back and maybe we can do a little highlight of Jake's interview. He did a great job. Senior basketball player, president of the FFA chapter here, did a great job. So with that, we've got the start of third quarter action where your Cashion Wildcats, who did receive in the first quarter, will be kicking off here to start the second half. It'll be working from left to right. Christensen out on from the 40. Kick is up. High onside. Looks like about 25. Number 9, Caden with nice cutback. Nice work. He's got a lane. Christensen's the only one out there. Let's see if the kicker slows him down. He sure does. And Jacob Farrell comes down. Great job by the senior kicker, Christensen, to make him cut back up. But even a better run there by running back Caden Hall. And he's basically been the story for Perry tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely has been about their do-it-all and has most of their yards, I'm guessing. And that time, when you stay in your lane, you get it all the way to the finish. That time we kind of collapsed. He had a great cutback and got on that edge. And Lance, the kicker, man, he's solid. Got there and stopped him from going all the way into the end zone.
So cutback give to number 1, Cole Witter, senior running back, tackled by Caden Harrell. It's like a nice little gain there, about 4 yards for the Perry Maroon. They come out, a little counter play there with the running back. Bring up down 2nd and 6 from the 31. Harbor and shotgun snap. He'll give it right back to Witter, and he'll cut back right side. Nick Nababi's there to slow him down. Brings him down. Looks like cleaned up by Harrell. Vandruff, and rolling over my man. Is that Kyler George? It is Kyler George. Great job there by the senior. Nice work there by the Cashion defense. A little loss of 1 there on that second down play.
By number 57, Kyler George.
Third down and about, looks like 8 from the 29. 10:59 left here in the third quarter. Blitz, Farrow up the middle. Play out there to the wing. Gavin Fippen on the tackle. Nice job there. Nice pitch and catch from Harbor to number 3. Carson Rames, senior, 5'9", 170. Nice read there by Harbor. He saw the blitz coming out for Farrow, knew he wasn't going to drop back, and he was able to throw that dig route or that hitch out to the left side.
Yeah, just a quick hot read out there. And, that's where Gavin is big. He always is a sure tackler, and right there, if he'd have got loose, he would have went to the end zone. So good job by Gavin getting him down.
Run, backside pursuit by Nabavi. Harrell on their wing. Looks like he's got the stop, but it looks like, is that be enough for the first down?
It's going to be really close, but I believe he got it.
I don't know. They may have to measure. Looks like he's in front of the 30, in front of the 20-yard line. Looks like they are going to give him first down. So nice run there by Harbor. Nick Nabavi was in pursuit off the backside. Caden Harrell came by, was able to make the tackle, but not after a short gain, but it was enough for the first down for the senior quarterback, senior 6'1", 200 pounds. First down and 10. Nice drive here by Perry. Give to number 1, Witten. He comes back, breaks the tackle. Not going to see that a lot. Kyler George there could have had the tackle for loss. He's been fantastic, but slows him down enough. Jacob Farrow comes back, and short gain there after the tackle by Farrow for about 1. Brings up second down and about 9.
That's the thing. You slip away from a sure tackler in George and then run into the teeth of Jacob Farrow was there just to clean it up. He comes off kind of limping a little bit, get him a breather and get him back in the game.
Back to pass. Harbor looking left side, looks to the fake. Gavin Fippen in coverage. Hits the hands of number 3. Carson Rames hit him right there. Drops it. What would have been in the first score for the Perry Maroon. Good job there. No call on the push, but certainly good coverage there initially by Gavin Fippen. And the incompletion will bring up third down and 9 from the 19 here with 9:25 left. Snap, give, roll out. Pitch, swing out to number 9. Nababi on pursuit. He's got the initial tackle. Mason Manning there with the cleanup. Cheese as well as Camden Maroney as well as, is that Caden Harrell? Yes, Caden Harrell. So Nick Nababi there with the initial stop and slow down. I'm going to have to talk to him about tackling way too high. He just needs to go down there and hit that hip. But certainly will bring up a 4th down on basically a short loss out there on the swing pass to the right. Harburn shotgun. He looks to pass to his left. Under pursuit. Caden Harrell with the pressure.
Oh,
boom! Mason Manning with the wrecking ball. Cuts the kid in half.
Uh-oh. Cramping.
A little hamstring, something. Remaining, hopefully he's okay. Big hit on 4th down. Turnover on downs will give the ball back to Cashion. But with that, we'll take a quick look as Manning grabs his ankle. Hopefully that's not his knee.
I think he's grabbing at that.
Big hit by Manning. So as the training staff and the coaches take a look, we'll go to a quick timeout. We'll be back here on Cashion Wildcat TV.
For both residential and commercial, we're ready to solve your pest problems today. So call Rural Pest Solutions in Cashion, 405-238-6565. Proud supporter of Wildcat athletes.
Manning walks off, looked like it was a cramp in his hamstring. Looks like he's going to be okay. We're just talking. He's playing lights out today, both on the offensive and defensive side. Love seeing that from Manning. It's an extra level of passion and excitement from the kid, the junior. Big kid, almost 6 foot, probably close to 190. Cashion with the turnover downs. We'll have it 1st down and 10 from the 22. 8:47. Ben Harmon gives a hard Harrell up the middle. He's got a lane. He's got a block. Cuts it. Spin move. Hits the circle. 40, 45, 50. Looking for the cutback. All the way down to Braxton Green trying to help out his man. Not until number 32 is able to make the tackle for the Perry Maroons. Number Treg Bowman, freshman. Not after a gain of about 30 or 40 there for Caden Harrell on the 1st down run. Hopefully my man, hopefully we had a view of that. Looks like we did a little sideline view of that. Nice work there. Shotgun, 1st down and 10 from the 40 on Perry's side of the ball, or the field. Fake handoff. Harmon looking deep, right side. Braxton Green has the inside. Wanted to fade. Little miscommunication there between Braxton Green and Harmon. We haven't seen that much this year. One-on-one coverage. Looked like he had a good opportunity, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 on the incompletion. 8:14 left here. Cashion looking to score again here early in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that one there. I want to see Braxton go man-to-man with somebody and just turn those jets on and let Ben loft one up and let him run under it. And that's kind of what I think Ben was thinking. He thought Braxton was going to stay on that outside, and it just didn't happen.
Brown with the carry. He comes in for Hill. Nice cutback to the right. Jets are on all the way down to the 24-yard line. Nice work there by the sophomore out of the backfield. Ben Harmon saying, hey, look at that kid. Look at here. Do we have a flag?
Yep.
I thought I saw something. So we do have holding. I guess that's why we had the nice run there by Max Brown. But nonetheless, Max has shown us he had a touchdown last week against Rejoice Christian. Did a great job running the ball, and he showed his wheels and his vision there on that last particular play. Looks like Mason Manning's okay. He's running back and forth, asking coach to go back in. Looks like he will trot back out there. And with that, Dalen Stockton, who had come back in, who had checked in, will be checking back out. Junior for junior.
The call against Cashion.
So after the holding call and the mark-off, Cashion will have it 2nd down and long. Double sticks from the, looks like the Perry 47. We've got tight end set Nick Nababi. We've got Lagasse and Manning up top. Gavin Phippen by himself down below. Braxton Green at running back in the pistol. Shotgun give to Braxton Green left side. He's got some blocking. Finds a lane up past the, looks like past the 40-yard line, maybe across the 39. Looks like it's just short, right at the 41. It's a nice little run there by Braxton Green. We're going to see that this year, aren't we? Braxton Green out in the tailback position.
Yeah, giving him the ball and just letting him get out there on the edge and make a play. And I think that's kind of where he was with that. And before anybody even touched him, he was 8 yards down the field.
So 3rd down now, 3rd down at about 11 from about 41. 7:23 here left in the 3rd quarter. Clock winding. Cashion doing it on the ground. Big run set up by Caden Harrell all the way down to the 40-yard line. We've got double back set. It's the first time this year we've seen that. In motion, Brexton Green to the right. It'll be a swing pass to Brexton behind the line of scrimmage. He'll catch it. Breaks one tackle, cuts up, breaks another tackle, splits the defenders, moves it all the way down to the 35. Nice individual effort.
Manning blocked a kid about 30 yards and just drove him out of the play complete. I mean, that was an unbelievable block. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but as a receiver growing up and taking pride in your blocking, that's what you want to see out of a kid. That's awesome.
So with that, brings up 4th down and manageable now from the 35. 4th down and 5 for the Cashion Wildcats. They're going to stay in the 2-back set with Brexton Green joining Caden Harrell. We've got Nick Nabavi in the slot up top with Landon Lagasse. Down below, we've got Mason Manning, who's checked back in. Now we've got Harrell in motion. Give back to Green, right side. He's got a lane. Nice block by Kyler George. Another block by Manning, and he's off. And we're going to have a flag.
How is that a flag? The kid was blocking 2 people at once.
So another big play wiped off the board. Ian Thompson staying busy, the back judge. He's got another holding call. I didn't see it, but, I know the referees are working hard. Maybe they saw something. Manning working all the way upfield, doing a great job. Wipes off a touchdown by Brexton Green. Great work. And I got to tell you, Kyler George with another phenomenal block, clearing the lane for Brexton Green. So no touchdown. It still will be enough for a first down after the hold. It may have been a I don't know. Maybe he tackled him. I don't know. Looked like he tackled him.
He blocked him into another player, and as they hit the other player, the kid from Perry, number 7, went down, and Mason fell on top of him. That's where they called the flag. That's where they threw the flag.
Regardless, we have first down and 10 from the 27. Shotgun for Ben Harmon. Snap, looking to throw. Look left side, looking for the out to Brexton Green. He'll catch it. Breaks the tackle. Nice work there. Breaks another tackle. Hurdles it, and that'll be enough for the first down. Great individual play. Nice read there by Ben Harmon, stepping in the pocket and finding Brexton Green on that out.
Yeah, definitely great touch on that pass right there on that little out. Kind of floated it right over the defender, put it in his hands, gave Brexton a good chance to make a move after the catch. And Lane said it, Brexton is that yards after catch is just huge for Brexton and what he can do with the ball after he gets it in his hands.
First down and 10 from the 12. 5:26 left here in the third quarter. Cashion knocking on the door. Snap. Harmon looking to his left. Still looking. Comes back. It looks like the intended receiver was Landon Lagasse. He tried to find that window. It closed up tight. Nice job there by number 3. Carson Rames coming back. He's actually done really well. He's had a couple of pass breakups, and now he's able to get an interception for the Perry Maroons. And that particular drive that started all the way back on the, look like I want to say the 31, goes all the way down to the Perry 1 or 2 yard line, ends up in a turnover. So it's kind of how the first quarter started. It's kind of what's happening with the Cashion here in the third quarter. And the defense is back out there to the field.
You think Coach Woods wanting that safety right here?
He may want the safety. Max Brown is checked in for Brexton Green at safety. Blitz is on underneath. Give. Tackle. They try to get it. Harbor looking for any crease he can. I think he may have gotten an inch. Actually he did. He lost the one on that. That'll bring up second down and 11. Right around the 2 yard line. We've got a timeout on the play. Looks like we have an injured Cashion football player. We've got a defensive lineman.
Yeah, and that interception that Ben threw right there. I mean,
Farrow out there.
I think what he's trying to do.
Looks like a cramp. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was writing in my book here. But I think what he was trying to do was just kind of back shoulder that to Landon, and the kid made a great play, came underneath it, and made that interception. But on that play right there, when you're one-on-one, let Landon go up top and get that. Yeah, let him go up high and bring that ball down.
Yeah, that window closed. I mean, it was actually a really good play there by number 3, Carson Rames, senior, 5'9", 170, DB for Perry. He came back. He had good coverage on Lagasse out in that corner. And I wasn't watching the other receivers. I saw Ben lock in on Lagasse. He was going to go to him from the beginning and came back. And good coverage there by Rames. He broke on it and was able to get to that and come up with the interception. Looks like Farrow's getting stretched out a little bit more. We'll probably go to a quick timeout. Be right back here on Cashion Wildcats on Cashion Wildcat TV as your Cashion Wildcats are up 42-0. 4:59 left here in the third quarter.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
All right, welcome back. Jacob Farrow looks like he's stretched out. He's going to get a little break there. A little crampy from a man. And so looks like we've got Cashion here on defense. Second down, long. Harbor looks the passer's right side. Pressure's on. He throws it up. He's got an intended receiver. Great coverage there by
He was out of the back of the end zone when he
looks
threw
like
that.
Braxton Green on the blitz along with Nabavi out there. They were pointing, saying, hey, he touched the back line, wanting that safety. So Harbor just heaves one up. Ball's incomplete. That'll bring up third down and long. 3rd and 11 from the 2. 4:46 left here for the Perry Maroons. Cashion keeping the pressure going. Looks like they're going to show blitz again. Blitz is on. Nabavi's there. He puts the pressure. Catch is complete. Looks like Manning's right there as well as Braxton Green, but it'll be short of the first down. Nice little job there. Again, that's been the best pass play for Harbor and the Perry Maroons to this evening. The reception will bring up 4th down and about 4, and the punt team will coming out. So another successful 3 and out for the Cashion Wildcats.
Let's watch Braxton here. When you're a punt returner, this is what you live for. When it's deep in that other team's end zone or into the field, there's not as much room back there for that punter. And if you can get a punt that's not as high and a little more line driving and get headed towards the hole, you have a really good chance of return. But looks like the punter knew that too and made it.
I'm going to say, brother, I don't think they're going to be going to Braxton Green on this one. They're going to find a sideline, and sure enough, again, Jude Cohn has done a great job, sophomore for the Perry Maroons. Kicks that one out of bounds. Travels about 40. It's a nice 40-yard punt. It goes out right around the 40, looks like the 44-yard line for the Perry Maroons on their side. And as Cashion will take over, this is their second possession of the night. First one ended in an interception right around the 2-yard line. Cashion now with great field position. We'll take over 1st and 10. 3:58 left here in the third quarter. We've got Braxton Green, Mason Manning, Gavin Phippen, Chase Ritter hustling out there at looks like right tackle. They say, where you at, Chase? I said, hey, man, I was getting a drink. We got Lagasse up top. Snap, looks back, tunnel screen to Mason Manning, and he drops it. He was staring at the DN, number 57, coming back in for the Perry Maroons, Charlie Gilbreth, the junior. Put his eyes up and dropped the pass. Now bring up 2nd down and 10. We got about 3:54 left here. I don't think the clock is running, so they're still keeping tight on the clock. They probably won't do that till the 4th quarter. Cashion up big, 42-0. Harmon in shotgun. Twins up top and below. Perry showing blitz. Going to get the Meerkat call from coach. 5 seconds on the clock. You got to snap it here pretty soon. Gets it off. Harmon back to pass. Screenplay. Nice call by Harrell. He gets it. Gets the block. Cuts it back up. Looking, bumbling, stumbling down. Looks like about the 39-yard line. Good job there by the Perry Maroons breaking that up. They actually pressured on the pass as well on the catch for Harrell. He's able to get the catch, though, and is able to move it across the 40-yard line to bring up 3rd down and about 5.
Yeah, when you see a stunt like that and they're coming in to get that quarterback and you make a completion on little screenplay like that, you think it's going to be a big play, but they did a good job of getting there and bringing him down. I mean, it took about 3 or 4 of them to get him down, but they were there and the pursuit to the ball, and we only got 4 yards out of the play.
So Cashion going in. They've moved Gavin Fippen in at tight end. They've got, looks like doubles down below. Ben Harmon in shotgun snap. Brexton Green with the ball up the middle. Cuts it back outside. Little horse collar, no call. Brexton Green drags a few. Number 9's asking, can you get Mason Manning off me, please? Manning with another cramp. Nabavi will come in for him. But but after all is said and done, Brexton Green is able to drag a few folks by his collar all the way across down to the 30-yard line. That'll be a first down. Cashion here with 2:54 here in the third quarter, up big, 42-0. Max Brown is checked back in for Manning as well. So we've got Gavin Fippen, Max Brown in the backfield. Brexton Green, he'll get the ball. He'll look up the middle right side. He'll carry the pile about 3 or 4 yards up to about the 27-yard line. He'll bring up second down and about 7.
Good job by that guard getting through there and really taking on that linebacker and giving Brexton a nice little groove there to get those 2 or 3 yards. Even though there wasn't a big hole, it pushed him on up and gave him 2 or 3 yards there.
Most likely going to see a lot of running here, I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
Brexton Green giving Caden Harrell, the man has earned it. He's getting a drink of water out of his own personal water bottle, COVID-19 water bottle. And so Brexton Green joined in the backfield. We got Ben Harmon in shotgun. Nabavi in at tight end set. Snap, fake. Harmon looking for the crossing route. He rolls out to his right. Nabavi falls down, so he doesn't have anyone that side. He goes back to the middle. Hail Mary coming up. Max Brown. Nabavi over there going, goodness gracious. And he's over there cramping.
Here and do some production. We could use the help, especially with the cool camera angles and the things that we have to utilize. If we had another person up here, if anybody wants to jump in and help out,
if you can push
awesome.
a button, if you have a finger,
you can
and
do
you
it.
have eyeballs.
It's fun. Join us. Come on up.
We'll make room for you. So as Nick Nabavi trots out the field, Coach Steven out there taking care of him. He's met Coach Woods taking care of him. You know, hydration. It's hot. It's tough. Nabavi running back and forth, trying to get wide open. He fell down. I think he cramped up, trying to get back open. I was watching him. We'll go watch it on Huddle later on tonight. We'll laugh at him. So with that said, it'll be third down and about 6 from the 27. Hey, big shout out to the Whitehead family.
I think Lee Woody just texted me and said he would help out up here.
Come on, Lee. We don't want Lee on here. Actually, we do want Lee. Lee would add an extra level of intrigue and excitement. I know
Exactly.
that. We've got trips right. Shotgun. Caden Harrell's checked back in. Up top, we've got Lagasse. We probably couldn't give Lee a mic, though. That may be the deal. Yeah, I know you can hear me, Lee. Harmon back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He'll go ahead and keep it. 25-20, 15-10, all the way down to the, it's like the 9-yard line. Nice decision there by Ben Harmon. Went through his progression. Tucked it and ran. Got a healthy gain of about 15, 20 yards, and that'll be enough for another Cashion Wildcat first down with 1:32 left here in the third quarter.
When Ben does decide to pull it down and run, I mean, the kid can turn it on and get down the field. We haven't seen that big, long touchdown run yet, but by the end of the season, I bet he has a few of those, because if he can ever get on the edge and get away from some, get out in space and hit a sideline, he's got the speed to get away from people.
Absolutely. So first down and 9 from the 9. 1:06 left here. Ben Harmon, he's got trips left. He's got the snap. He's looking left side. He's got Brexton. He's going to throw the corner route. Brexton goes up, catches it, and there it is. Touchdown, Cashion. On a 9-yard corner route, Ben Harmon Jr. to senior Brexton Green. And that makes it 48-0. Cashion over the Perry Maroons here in third quarter action on CWTV. Nice little hookup. That was a nice correction there by Ben. Found his man Brexton Green over there in the corner, put one up, and you know Brexton's going to come down and get that one.
Yeah, he saw Brexton behind that defender. He saw the defender's back. He threw it up high where Brexton could come up and get it. And if the defender would have got into Brexton, it would have been a pass interference. But Brexton's just a good enough player to get his body in position to go up high and get the ball and come down in the end zone.
Christensen with the extra point. Tough little bobble there by Brexton Green. I know he's catching his wind after that touchdown. Was able to pull it down. Christensen staying patient and was able to put it up, put the toe on it, and it's now 49-0. Your Cashion Wildcats here on CWTV up big over the Perry Maroons here on Week 1 action from Maxon Field in Cashion, Oklahoma. Partner, we're close to the fourth quarter. Most likely going to have a running clock here. The white flags are going to be waved. I got to get my man Jaron, get that camera going. I'm not sure. Maybe we might have to get this antenna up a little bit higher at some point. I'm not sure if that's the deal or not, but nonetheless, still working on that link. I think we got it up now.
Will be closing at the end of the third quarter.
But I'm naming a Bobby. Joining the booth is my man Chris Gibson. It was a slow start to both the first quarter and the third quarter, but it's been all Cashion all night, and they've done everything they needed to. Defense has been as stellar and stout as they've been in the past, holding the Perry Maroons basically to a few first downs and doing their part to give Cashion every opportunity to score on a short field, long field, and every which way. Lance Christensen out to kick from the 40. Working from west to east, left to right, waiting on Gavin Phippen. There's my man number 7, G. Phipp Jr. Back deep for the Perry Maroons. We've got number 9, Caden Hall, who's done a great job on those high onsides. Looks like he'll probably be the intended receiver. If not, it looks like it might be it will be number 9, Caden Hall. He'll catch it right around the 22. He'll look, he'll dance, come back. Max Brown on the tackle. Nice work there by the sophomore. My man Aiden Plummer was looking for somebody as well to go hit. He was down there. And so the Maroons will take over from the 31, first down and 10 with 49 seconds here in the third quarter. Looks like Cashion staying with their base defense. We've got Max Brown in there for Ben Harmon. We've got Manning, Nabavi, Harrell, and where's my man Jacob Farrell? We're missing a linebacker. They're asking for him. Where's he at? I guess we're going to go with 10. Aiden Plummer's out there now. Swing pass out to the right. And we will have an illegal substitution there, but my man Seth Gilbert out on the tackle, number 18, sophomore. Nice work there on the swing play. A little miscommunication on the Cashion defense. Aiden Plummer will come back out. Tanner Dean will replace him. Looks like my man Dalen Stockton as well will be coming out, maybe coming out at corner. Sure will. Brexton Green will have us take a seat, well deserved, and Gavin Phippen will move back out to safety, joining Max Brown.
Brexton doesn't look happy coming off, but kids worked hard, got a big lead. You do not want to see something happen where a kid gets hurt when you have this big of a lead. Get him off on this. We've got 41 seconds left in this third quarter. Don't want anything to happen before the end of the quarter or the game.
5-yard penalty, 1st and 5 for Maroons. Handoff to number 1. Tackled there by number 55, Jackson Miller off the DN. Nice work. Joey Wilson in there with a little finish shot as well. That'll bring up second down. Gain of about 1. It'll be about second down and about 4 from about the 36-yard line. 36, 37-yard line. Nice carry there by Cole Witter, number 1, senior running back, 6 foot 152. Cashion in there 3-4. Brody Harbor back to pass. He'll look pressured by Kyler George. He's moved. He's swinging. He's looking. Big hit by Nick Nabavi. Finishes it up. Says, no, sir. Have a seat. And that'll bring up a big loss on the play. Tackle for loss out of bounds. Look about almost a loss of about 6 or 7 for Nabavi. Great pursuit. Great job there by the D-line pushing Harbor out, where Nabavi was able to come out and clean up. And I'll bring up a long 3rd down and 11 from the 30-yard line. And that'll be the end of the third quarter here, where your Cashion Wildcats are up 49-0 here on CWTV. Chris, what are your thoughts here as we break down the third quarter and enter into fourth quarter action?
Just a great job by the defense. They had a really good shot with a great return right at the beginning of the second half, and you would think, like they're thinking in their head, let's get this in the end zone and just make a showing in this second half. And for our defense to really step up, not let them get anything. They got a first down, and then really stiffen up and not let them get anything more. And then for our offense to just pretty much do what we've been doing the pick up where they left off in that second quarter. Didn't get in the end zone, had an interception, but right after that, go ahead and get in the end zone, and then come out and do what they've been doing the whole rest of the game, and just our defense to just shut this team down and not even get them. They gave them 36 yards in the first half. Lane said it was like 430 yards to 36 in the first half.
Goodness. So with the start of fourth quarter of action here, Cashion up 49-0. Perry Maroons working left to right, west to east. Starting out third down and long. Harbor fake, screen pass to the right. He'll look, he'll screen. Nabavi out there in coverage. Is able to squirt through. Max Brown with the tackle. Nice job there by looks like number 1. No holding call there. Looked like Seth Gilbert was out there in great position. But with the pitch and catch from Harbor to Cole Witter, that'll bring up fourth down and short. Nice job individual play there by Cole Witter to break a few tackles. And it'll be fourth down and 1. It looks like the Maroons will stay out there. They'll try to convert this, try to get their first down of the second half. Harbor in shotgun. Snap. Blitz is on. Give is the one to Witter. He'll find a small crease. Come in. Looks like Aiden Plummer, number 71 for the Cashion Wildcats. Aiden Williams as well, junior, in with the tackle. I think his first tackle of the season. Nice work there by the junior.
Gain 3 yards on the play. Gain good for a Perry first down and 10.
We've got mass substitutions going on for the Cashion Wildcats here. We'll get some names called out here in a second. I believe I see Jace Evans Jr. and Dalen Stockton Jr. out at the corners. Max Brown and freshman Cooper Frazian at safety. Tanner Dean at linebacker, as well as Aiden Plummer. Snap, give to one Witter. He'll come right side. Pursuit's there. Cutback. Nabavi's in there for the tackle. Nice job there by the middle linebacker on the cutback. Aiden Plummer there with cleanup, as well as number 76. Tommy Branson, my man Tommy Branson, got to call his name. Get to see him on the offensive line as well. And that'll bring up second down and 7 from the Perry 47. Harbor in shotgun. He's been in shotgun all day. Snap. Give to Caden Hall. He'll come right up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles. Hey, and that's my man. It's a Branson brother family, right? It's Jake Branson coming in at linebacker with the tackle. But after a nice gain of about 7 or 8, that'll be a Perry first down all the way down to the 42. And here's Coach Wood, his shutout. Let's see if these guys can come in and make some do here.
And this is where we've talked about it last year. We talked about it the last game. These young kids get in this game and really come in and make an impact and learn and get some experience, because they're the future of what Cashion football is going to be over the next 2 or 3 years. And every minute they can get in a game and have experience going against the ones still from the other team is a huge experience, and things, and they can learn things to grow from.
Absolutely. Nice completion there for Harbor. He'll go down, short gain. Nice tackle there by Jake Branson earlier. And a little Caden Harrell there. Nice job on the pursuit there. Is that Tanner Dean chasing him all the way down the sideline? It sure was. Nice little run there by Caden Hall. He gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. Tanner Dean with the tackle on the previous play. Nice little job there by Jake Branson, sophomore, on the tackle on the short pass. But with that, it'll be a first down. Perry Maroon looks like all the way down to the is that the 9-yard line? No, it's the 17-yard line. I apologize. Snap, give inside to Harold. Nice job. Nice tackle by Tanner Dean. Nice work there by the junior coming through.
Number 9, Peyton Hall on the carry, brought down by number 64, Tanner Dean.
He's got 2 tackles in a row. Short gain, about 2 yards. Second down and 8 from the 15-yard line. 9:47 here in the fourth quarter. Cashion staying in their 3-4. Keeper by Harbor. He'll work out the left side. He's looking for a lane. He's able to get there. Tanner Dean with another tackle. Knocks him out of bounds around the 2-yard line.
Number 5, Brody Harbor on the keeper, brought down by number 59.
Oh, tackle by 59. I'm sorry, Aiden Plummer on the pursuit.
Good for a Perry first down.
Perry first down. First and goal from the 4. Let's see if the Cashion defense can bow up and hold him here. Harbor with Hall in the back. Hall will get the ball right up the middle. He'll break a couple tackles, and it'll be a touchdown for the Perry Maroons. The shutout is gone. But the Maroons do get on the board, and it's now 49-6 here with 9:25 left in the fourth quarter. Chris, are you working on some trivia time here? Trying. Out over the extra point is number 6 kicking, June Cone. Harbor with the hold. Snap. Hold. Kick is up. Nice kick there by the sophomore. It's good. He's got a great leg. And with that, it is 49-7. Cashion up 42 here in the fourth quarter.
All right. You know, we had a question last week from a guy, Caleb Paris. He was wanting to get some trivia going, and I said, let's do it. Let's give away some Squirtle swag, maybe give away a sweatshirt. I think that's what we're going to have. We're going to have a little nice Squirtle sweatshirt to give away. I've got a great question from Cashion Football Facts from the man. I texted him this morning and sent a message. I don't know who it is. Sent a message on Twitter and said, hey, can you come up with a great trivia question to throw out during the game tonight? And he came up with this question, which I posted on Twitter just now. And if the first person that comes up with the right answer on Twitter will get a Cashion sweatshirt, or not Cashion, Squirtle sweatshirt. The question is, how many regular season games has Cashion won in a row during their current winning streak? So regular season winning streak. How many games have they won in their current regular season winning streak?
Going to have to go back a couple years at least on that one. So great question there. Deep for the Cashion Wildcats. We've got Max Brown. We've got Cooper Frazee as well as Dalen Stockton. Kicking is number 6 Cone. He'll go ahead and boot that ball down the middle. Looks like Max Brown will have a chance to return. He gets at the 17, and he gets tackled by his own player. Cooper Frazee came over. He wanted to come out there. Both converged. That one will be funny to watch on the highlights on Huddle, but certainly Logan. I'm not sure if Max is will push him down or not, but
does he get the credit for the tackle right there?
He might get credit for the tackle. Oh, goodness.
So if you want to answer that trivia question, jump on Twitter it's Cashion Wildcat TV. It's at TV Cashion on Twitter. Give me that answer, and we'll get you a Squirtle sweatshirt.
So the JV offense is out, led by Nathan Nabavi, freshman quarterback. He's got Jake Branson, sophomore, to the left of him. We'll probably have a steady dose of running here. We'll get some names called out here very soon. Snap, give to Branson, up the middle right side. Branson looking for some room, nothing there. Tough sledding there. Nice work by the Perry defensive line to make that stop. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Clock running, about 9:08 left in the fourth quarter. Branson will take a step out. Coming in, looks like Max Brown will be back there with Nabavi.
Number 1, Nathan Nabavi.
They're going to let Nathan air it out.
I doubt it. We've got Brandon Kuykendall in, as well as number 77, Jaden Miller on the line. We've got, I believe, Tommy Branson for sure out there. I think they've left Chase Ritter out there to help out a little bit. Nabavi's back in shotgun. Max Brown is checked in to the right of him. Snap, give to Brown. Brown will look to the outside. He'll try to break a tackle. Is not. He's still on his feet. Nice tackle there by number 65, defensive end Ethan Hughes, sophomore for the Perry Maroons. Brown loses a few more yards. 8:20 left here. Brings up a really long 3rd down. I seriously doubt they'll let Nabavi throw it, but we shall see.
Loss of 3 yards on the play. 3rd down, 14.
We've got Jace Evans out there as well at wide receiver. I want to make sure and get some good names out there. Some guys that continue to work hard for the Cashion Wildcats. Jake Branson checking back in. Jake doing a great job at running back and linebacker. He's been hurt since he missed the week 0 game against Rejoice Christian. I'm glad to see him back here for sure. Looks like we've got a timeout. They couldn't get the play in on time.
Timeout.
So with that, we'll go to a quick timeout here on Cashion Wildcat TV, where your hometown Cashion Wildcats are up big, 49-7 on the Perry Maroons.
Gateway Realty is a mother-daughter team that has a heart for small-town life. Both Anita and Kelly were born and raised in Cashion and are still raising their families here. Their family homesteaded in Cashion in 1908, and it's been home ever since. Anita and Kelly know this town, love this town, and would love to help make this your home too. For a friendly face and trustworthy knowledge, call these hometown girls at 405-641 7388. Go Wildcats!
All right, welcome back. Hate to cut that commercial short at Gateway Realty. Let's take a look at what we've got from a live video feed from the sideline. Let's see what man's got here. All right, so we've got, looks like Jay Sevens, Dalen Stockton out at wide receiver. I'm not sure if that's Gilbert or not. We've got Max Brown and out split out, and we've got Jake Branson. Snap, Nathan Nababi back to pass. Looking deep, he's got a great ball to Max Brown. Max Brown, one hand, had a chance. Almost if he would have kept running. Nathan Nababi on his ticker. Hey, nice ball there by the freshman trying to find his man. Max Brown falls incomplete, stops the clock, and will bring up 4th down. 4th and 14 from the 12-yard line with 7:38. Cashion definitely out to punt. I don't know if Brexton Green's going to run back out there to punt or not. Looks like it will be Aiden Plummer punting for the Cashion Wildcats. Back deep is number 13, David Stringer for the Perry Maroons. Plummer with a punt. We do have a flag. Nice punt there. Looks like it's travel all the way down to the 42. He'll catch it, come back up. No holding call there. Nice tackle. We had 12 on the field, which will be declined by the Perry Maroons as number 13, senior David Stringer, is able to take it all the way out to about, looks like the 27-yard line of Cashion. I did not see who made the tackle there. I apologize.
Perry will take over 1st down and 10 on the Cashion 29-yard line.
We have had one answer to our trivia. It was Steele Mason. Had a great guess of 22, but that wasn't it. Maybe a few more. Just a hint there, Steele.
Steele, we appreciate you. Steele's doing great work. He's up in Tulsa. He's going to become a commercial airline pilot. I believe commercial. I think that's right. And I think he's at Spartan Aviation School. So Perry Maroon coming back out. Looks like they've made some additions as well. Number 8, Jake Thomas, sophomore quarterback, has checked in. Snap, well, look, he'll keep it. He'll roll to his left. He'll come back up. He's met in the hole. Great tackle there by the Cashion linebackers. Jake Branson, looks like Aiden Plummer there to help out as well. Nice work there by the sophomore juniors there to get a short gain with Jake Thomas on the carry. 6 foot 162 for the Perry Maroons. Brings up 2nd down and about 8 from the 29. Clock running, 7:05. Let's see if the Cashion defense can bow up here and get a stop. Snap, give to 32. He's met right in the hole. Good job there by number 77. Jaden Miller for the Cashion Wildcats. Junior coming in with a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Big loss, tackle for loss. And that'll bring up a long 3rd down and about 11. Nice work there by Jaden for sure. Looks like we've got a lot of substitutions going on. We still have a few folks. We've got Gilbert as well as Jace on the left side. Nababi's checked in at safety for Max Brown. Joined there by Cooper Frazee. Shotgun, back to pass. Pressure's on. Passes out there. Good job by Jace Evans in coverage. And it looks like the ball will fall incomplete. I sure am glad they weren't going to call pass interference. I saw a bug. I thought that was a flag. And that'll bring up 4th down and about 8 from the 28 and stops the clock there for the Perry Maroons, as they definitely will be going for it.
4th down and 8.
So Coach Wood getting the signals in. Jake Thomas for the Perry Maroons joined back there by 32. Treg Brown, freshman running back. Snap, looking to pass. Pressure's on. Jake Branson going deep. Breaks. There it is. Oh, great job there by Cooper Frazee. He spied it. He had a chance. Nice job there on the breakup. And with that, it'll be a turnover and downs, and the defense holds. And the offense will come back out with 6:13 on the clock. Cashion up 49-7.
And still got it right. He said 24 or 25. Well, it was 24. And it was the last time we lost a regular season home game was to Crescent back whenever I think Steele said he was a freshman.
So the offense back out on the field on the 28. 6:13 left here. Nababi in shotgun. Branson to the right of him. Snap, give to Branson up the middle. Cups it back up. Looking for some room. Makes a spin. He's able to get it back to about a short gain, about 1, right across the line of scrimmage. Clock rolling here. 6:03 will bring up a 2nd down and 9 for the Cashion Wildcats. Chase Ritter taking a seat. We've got number 54 for Cashion Wildcats. Ryan Yandel Jr. coming out on the line. Gilbert will take a seat as well. Here's your chance. You work hard all week in practice. Here's your chance to come out and play, and then, you know, these guys are taking advantage of it. 2nd down and about 9 from the 29, 5:36. Frazee and looks like Stockton split out left. Nababi with the gift to Branson up the middle. He's trying to look for a lane, something there. He's got a nice little push. Keep grinding. Looks like Branson will earn himself another 2 yards on that run. Will bring up about third down and 7 here, right around the 31, 32-yard line.
Jake Branson on the carry.
I want to see him throw the ball a little more. I mean, he had to put a good ball out there for Max, and just was right on his fingertips. Give the kid a chance again, Coach. Let him throw that ball.
We'll see what happens. Yeah,
I think Coach is more thinking about time management. Let's get this ball game over with and not really give them anything down here.
I think that's a smart move. Nabavi did hit Stockton on a nice screen play. A couple of them at the scrimmage. Hit Brown on a couple touchdown plays. We'll see what happens here. Branson in the pistol. It'll be a pitch back. Branson's able to get it. He'll work it across. It looks like it'll be a loss of about 1.
Number 22, Jake Branson on the carry.
So they'll bring up 4th down and about 6 or 7 here with 4:30 left.
No gain on the play.
Certainly and most likely another handoff here, and we'll give it ball back to the Perry Maroons, unless the Cashion Wildcats can convert here. Nabavi says, hey, let me run with it. We'll see what happens. Fourth down and 6. 4:10 left here in the 4th quarter. 31-yard line for the Cashion Wildcats. Branson in the pistol. Snap. Pitch out to Branson. Branson's got a decent block. Cuts it back up. Good job there by number 65 on the pursuit. Ethan Hughes, sophomore off defensive end, 6', 168. Drops Branson for a loss, and that'll be a turnover of downs here with 3:57. Clock stops. And it'll be a turnover of downs that the Perry Maroons will take over on the short side right around the 31-yard line. Let's see if the Cashion defense can bow back up and get the ball back and maybe run this clock out for the rest of the game. Trips left for Jake Thomas here. Snap. Give to 32 up the middle. He finds a crease. Met by a few linebackers there. It looks like number 35. I saw, was that 35? I saw 13, Hunter Gibson in, the freshman in there with the tackle. I see a number 35. I don't have a number for a 35.
Number 32, Trey Bowman.
A little short run there by number 32, Trey Bowman, freshman. We'll get the tackle to Hunter Gibson, middle linebacker. Brings up 2nd down and about 5 or 6 here from the 23. Snap. Big pass, screen pass to the left. Cuts it back inside, number 6. Nice little tackle there. Pursuit. Cooper Frazee, Hunter Gibson on the tackle.
Thomas's pass complete to number 6, Judd Cone.
Jude Cone, sophomore kicker, gets a chance to make a play there on offense. Brings up 3rd down and short, about 3rd and 1. 3 minutes left here. Snap, give to 32 up the middle. Enough for the first down. Tanner Dean trying to hold him up. Well, the rest of the Cashion Wildcats come up and finish up, but I'll be after the run there by number 32. Trey Bowman, freshman, gets the first down. Bring it all the way down to the 18. 2:52 left here. Let's see if the defense can hold him here. Snap, give to 32. Same play, right up the middle. Works it down, looks like about 4 yards. Tanner Dean in there, looks like, as well as number 81, Ashton Moore, freshman. Good to see Ashton in there with the tackle.
64, Tanner Dean. Gain of 4 yards on the play.
Hear a lot of freshmen, sophomores, and that's the thing. These kids, yeah, they may be driving down on these kids, but you know what? They're out there. They've worked hard. They deserve to get in there and give it a shot, especially with a lead like this. They're out there trying hard and giving all they have. And like I said, and I'm going to keep saying it, that the experience of them out there on a Friday night is huge for these kids, and it's going to pay forward as they grow and move into the starting roles. They'll remember these times, and it'll come back to help them in the end.
Blitz is on. Give the 32 on the outside. Looks like he will get in. Be a touchdown Perry here with 1:41 left on the clock. It is now Cashion 49, Perry 13. Nice work there. Nice job there by number 32. He kind of worked the ball in the whole way. Treg Bowman, Bowman, running back, linebacker, 5'10", 185 freshman. That's a big freshman. He's able to get it down. Nice work by the Perry offensive line. So looks like we do have number 6, Jude Cohn, sophomore out there, wide receiver, DB, kicker. Number 5, Brody Harbor with the hold. Kick is up. It's had a chance on the block. Looks like he did get the block. Nice work there by Nathan. Is that Nathan Nababi?
It was.
Check the instant replay. I don't think Nababi touched that ball. Let's see what happens. But was able to get
no good.
No good. So with 1:41 left, it remains 49-13. Cashion over Perry here deep in the fourth quarter. One of these days we're going to be recording these games. We'll be able to do instant replay for you guys.
Maybe when Lee gets up here in the
Yeah,
box
come on,
with
Lee.
us, he'll help us out with that. He might have got a finger on
He may
it.
have got a finger. Who knows? Maybe make him kick it out. So deep for the Cashion Wildcats, we've got Dalen Stockton, Cooper Frazee, Max Brown. Up backs, Jake Branson, Jace Evans, Seth Gilbert. Kicking off for the Perry Maroons from the 40-yard line will be number 6, Jude Cohn. Cashion offense will have 141. Most likely will take a couple knees and end this one and take it to the house for a week 1 victory. Cohn with a big kick, big boot. Brown is there. Cooper Frazee stays away from him this time. Frazee looking for a block. Max Brown will kick it up. Looks like he'll be dropped right around the 28, 29-yard line, and most likely that will be it, as we either have a handoff or a knee for the Cashion Wildcats. Most likely victory formation, I got to believe. Don't you think, Chris?
Yeah, I'll definitely take a knee, take it to the house. So I'll just finish up our trivia here. Mason did a great job. He whittled it down to a couple, and he finally got it. We're going to give him that sweatshirt. So the answer was 24. The win streak started against Yale in Week 8 of 2017. Cash's longest regular season winning streak is 25. That win streak started in Week 5 of 2005 and ended in Week 9 of 2007. So with the win tonight, we'll match our longest win streak, regular season winning streak ever.
Okay, very
with 25
nice.
after tonight. Good job, Steele Mason.
That's right. We love Steele. All right, nice work. So the give from Nabavi to Branson gets a nice little 4-yard gain. We'll bring up second down at about 6 from the 32. Just about a minute left on the clock here. Most likely either one more handoff, and that'll be it. Nabavi in shotgun. Snap. Give to Branson. Found a small crease, able maybe to get a yard, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and most likely that will do it. I can't imagine running another play. I guess we are going to run another play. Might as well air it out now. 36 seconds running clock. I guess maybe we got to run one more. Yeah, 25-second play clock. Got to play one more. Most likely either take a knee or hand off to Branson again. 23 seconds. 3rd and 7 from the 30. Snap. Keeper, Nabavi with the keeper. He's racing at the edge. Runs into his own guy out there. Trying to get positive yardage on it in the books. We'll get nothing. And with that, 5 seconds left. That will be it here as the Cashion Wildcats here on Cashion Wildcat TV, powered by Squirtle, with a ho-hum 49-13 victory of the visiting 2A Perry Maroons. I know there was a lot of positives. It was a bookend game of a slow start with a slow finish. But nonetheless, Cashion will move to 2-0 in the season. Perry Maroons will move to 0-2. And Cashion will get another victory to notch on the belt as we move closer to the dreaded Thomas Minko duo coming up here in a couple weeks. Chris, before we kind of go to commercial and have an opportunity to maybe break down the game with some stats. What are your initial thoughts on tonight's game as you're counting up drives there on your score sheet?
Yeah, it was just one of those games where you came in and they saw the score. The kids aren't blind. They saw the score of the Perry and Pawhuska game last week and came in thinking, we're going to be able to come in and maybe have our way with this team. Well, Perry came to town ready to play in that first quarter and gave them all the kind of fits that a team that has the pride will do. They came in and wanted to show that they could hang with these Wildcats. They did that in the first quarter, and then it was just too much for them. A steady dose of Caden Harrell and trying to take him down. It's just hard for any team to keep doing that on a consistent basis. And once they did, kind of try to stop that run game of Caden Harrell, well, then that just opens up the floodgates for Braxton Green, Mason Manning, all of those kids, Lagasse, all of those kids out there that Shaq has to use and utilize. It just kind of turned into a blowout in that second quarter, and there was no looking back for the Wildcats.
So with that, Cashion definitely moves to 2-0. Sometimes it's pretty, sometimes it's not, but the people who needed to make the plays made the plays tonight, as you stated, Chris. What was the prediction on the night?
I think I had like 54-0.
54-0, yeah.
Hey, you called it. The JV came in, let them score a few times.
No. I'm just saying.
I had faith in.
You have to take that into account.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with our JV playing pretty much the last few minutes of the third quarter all the way to the end of the game. I can live with that. I'll take give up a few touchdowns to the JV at the end of the game if we're up by 49-0 by the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, so what could have been an absolute beatdown of all beatdowns, right, is just a beatdown, right? And no disrespect to Perry. I think, there's some opportunities for them. Kudos to their quarterback, Brody Harbor. Caden Hall was definitely their player of the game. Definitely ran the ball really well on kickoffs, as well as with handoffs moving left and right. Found some holes, had some big runs during the course of the game. But certainly it's tough when you're facing off against this Cashion defense who can definitely stop the run and put pressure, as well as cover you out in space and do right things. So with that, again, Cashion moves to 2-0 on the season. They face off against do we have Minko or Thomas next week?
Minko next week, Thomas the week after that.
So on the road, Minko, and then back home for Thomas for out of conference before we start district or out of district. We'll start district play here in a few weeks, but certainly a lot of. I think if you're Coach Shaq, it's one of those deals where you had some good things to look on and tape, right? As you stated, and some areas to improve on, right?
Yes, sir.
Focus on as we move across. So we're going to take a quick timeout as we watch the huddle. We're going to bring Lane in, and we'll break down the final stats with Chris and Lane. And we'll be back here shortly to finish up and wrap up another great night here of Cashion Wildcat football. This time the home opener from Maxon Field here in Cashion, Oklahoma. I'm Neiman Abavi, my man Chris Gibson here. Thanks so much for joining us far. We'll go to a commercial. Don't go away. We've got Lane with final statistics, and we'll break down here on another nice night here in Cashion, Oklahoma.
Cashion Shape Up Fitness is locally owned and operated with no contracts or sign-up fees. Our rates start at only $30 per month, and we have tanning available. Everything you need to work on your health and fitness. So contact Amber Lee to sign up today. 405-538-8248. And don't forget to check it.
All right, we're here with Lane, the man with the numbers. Lane, what just overall? I mean, I know we talked at halftime, but that second half was just kind of go through the motions and maybe try a few things, but not show too much.
Right. It's hard to know what we are. We kind of thought Rejoice may give us a run for our money, and like we talked last week, within 3 or 4 plays of the start of the game, we knew we were a lot better than them. And Perry kind of gave us a little bit fits there the first couple series, but after that it was all over. We were a far superior team. Where we're going to get into how good we are is going to be the next 2 weeks. Minko is going to line up in the correct places every time. They're well coached. They're going to have some tough-nosed kids. So they're going to be a team that's going to test us. And then you get past that, you go to we play Thomas here in 2 weeks, and Thomas has got a defensive lineman that signed with OSU, and he is a freak. I mean, I saw some footage on him. Got great feet, very aggressive, and a big kid. So we'll have a work cut out for him here in 2 weeks. I think we should handle Minko, but who knows? We talked about this 2 weeks ago or last week. How lucky we are to be at Cashion, that we are so used to winning. I looked back at some stats. Shaq's won 152 games here as a coach for Cashion. Overall, Cashion's won 402 games in the career since 1966. So Shaq has almost half of our wins that this school has, and we've won 3 state championships out of the deal. So we're so fortunate to have to be in the position we are. I look back at some stats. You look at Perry. Perry, since 2000, has won 98 games. Since 2006, Shaq's won 152.
Wow.
So we're just so fortunate to live in a town where we have a lot of success. You look at Thomas, since Shaq's been coaching, Thomas has won 116 games. Ringling's won 142. Morrison's won 137. Shaq's won 152, 153 tonight. So,
and those are schools that are
historically
successful
elite schools.
Yep.
So again, tonight we just dominated. Perry had 152 total yards, but they only had about 50 yards before our JV come in, and our JV played all right, really.
Yep.
We just some kids that haven't been out there. We had such a large senior class last year, and so we have some kids that are freshmen last year that are sophomores this year that didn't get a whole lot of playing time just because we had so many kids out and so many seniors. So again, they had 152 total yards. They had 50 yards net passing, a couple interceptions, and we should have intercepted the ball 2 more times. So they were outmatched on the defensive end. We outmatched them on the defensive end. We had a total of 553 total yards. We had 363 net passing yards and 190 yards in rushing. Kind of our big stat guys, which Ben Harmon, he was 14 of 26 for 363, 5 touchdowns, and he had that interception there at the 2-yard line, maybe.
Yep, on that first drive of that second half. Yep.
Caden Harrell had 16 carries for 126. You tackle him after 3 or 4 times, and you're done. You have to have a lot of willpower to come in there and tackle him every play, and he rushes the ball for 16 times. Ben Harmon had 5 carries for 36 yards. Braxton Green had 4 for 25. Braxton Green was really the star tonight. He had 7 catches for 198 and 4 touchdowns, and he played well on defense as well.
It's
you can see our kids
28 yards per catch for Braxton.
Right.
That's
yeah.
good
and
stuff.
that his longest one was 72, which sure helps his average. But you look down through this list, we had 3. Mason Manning had 3 catches for 77 yards. That's averaging 25.
Yeah.
Landon Lagasse had 2 catches for 61, averages 30.5 yards a catch. So we just kind of threw the ball around to equal number of kids. Have to wait here a couple weeks to see how good we are. And really, after we get past Thomas and Minko, our schedule's not very good. Our district is not very tough, so we'll get tested here, and then we'll kind of see what happens when we get to playoffs.
Yeah, and you were talking about Thomas with the huge kid up front. That's going to be, like you said, that's where we're going to see how good we are and how good this offensive line that's a young core group really is, and how far they've progressed and how far they maybe need to progress by the end of the season.
You got Chase Ritter that how many times he had snaps last year. I mean, he got to play very little, and he's out there. He's going to have to be blocking the kid that's going to be playing some D1 ball. So we're going to find out what we're made of.
Well, I think that's about all of the major yardage. What about tackles? Can we get tackles real quick? Defensive stats.
Jacob Farrell had 8 tackles. Caden Harrell had 8 tackles. Mason Manning had 7. Tanner Dean had 6 tackles, and he had quite a few tackles there at the very end of the game. And if you see him in street clothes, he's not a real big kid.
No, I think Maddox might weigh more than he does.
He's not a great big kid. I thought Nick Nabavi played pretty well tonight. He kind of showed up where I really didn't expect him to show up. I thought I don't remember him playing offense last week, but he showed up pretty well this week.
Yep.
You're just saying that, Lane, because I'm in the press box.
Lane's trying to.
Landon Lagasse is coming on. Landon Lagasse is he's getting a little bit harder nosed kid than he looked a touch. I wouldn't say soft, but he looked a little timid last week, and he was hitting some kids this week.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's getting into that comfort zone and really playing at full speed instead of, holding back. Am I supposed to be here or there? And once he figures it out, he is going to be a great defensive player. I mean, he almost had another pick this week jumping that route.
You see a lot of these kids, when they grow up, you hit the nail on the head. They're a little bit uncertain on what to do. They don't know if they're supposed to be in the right position. But once they figure all that out and they're just flying to the ball, they really grow up. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, Lane, thank you for coming down and bringing all the numbers and all the knowledge that you have. We appreciate you and everything you do every week.
It's great to be
week in and week out for how many years, you think? Probably 30?
I've been doing stats since 2003. But
2003.
I told you last year that Dud Robertson asked me to do the taping in 1990. And I got up there on top of the press box against Perry, and they kicked off to Brock Maroney, and I didn't have a tape in, and he ran it back 98 yards for a touchdown. So I didn't get to stay in that position very long.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you, Lane. We're going to cut to commercial real quick, get Neiman back in here, have the player of the game, and call it a night. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's out on Facebook, Cashion Shape Up Fitness.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain and Grange, the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Have a pest problem? Call Rural Pest Solutions today. We offer as-needed services as well as a variety of treatment schedules. We're family-owned and operated, and we specialize in treating life's small.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat TV. Very fortunate to have my man Lane coming in, as always, the man with the numbers. He says he's been doing it so how long? Since 2003?
2003.
Goodness gracious.
Started out on the top of the press box with the camera with no tape in it.
We really appreciate it. It definitely is a team effort. Again, big shout out to Mark Parrott and to Gage Beddick, who did a great job on the camera. I think it looked like they did a pretty good job.
Yep.
I was trying to catch up. And
They did a great job.
Of course, Jaron Stone, who came out, did the sideline camera, and even though Lee Woody said he didn't like it, I thought it worked out pretty well. We're going to work on that a little bit more. Certainly appreciate that, giving you guys a different angle of the game, and we'll continue to work through our technology. But big shout out to all three of those guys who do this, and they help us. We can't do it without them, and definitely can't do it without our sponsors, Shape Up Fitness, Gateway Realty, Grain and Grange, Cashion Clinic, Rural Pest Solution, Pioneer, Diesel Horse Sports and Orthopedics, Coffee Creek Church, Maples, Nixon, Diesel Horse, and Trust Insurance Agency, Cashion All Sports folks, my man Gibson here with Legacy Insurance. And so, when we we break down every game and we go through, you guys went through the pros and cons. Just give me one thing that you really felt like was like the key thing that stood out to you for Cashion overall today in that 49-13 victory.
Well, I mean, it's got to be that second quarter coming out and scoring 5 touchdowns and really putting that first quarter in the rear mirror and looking forward and saying, okay, let's come out here and execute. And that's what they did, and really just blew the game out of the water, and it was over after the first half.
Totally agree. And that was the Cashion that we knew was not pretty, and certainly a situation where, I think there's going to be stuff to go back and look on the tape. I don't know if you guys mentioned it or not, but I really liked watching Ben during that second quarter. His footwork was better. He worked through his progressions, stepped up, tucked the ball when he needed to, and made some good decisions. I thought he certainly stood out. Caden Harrell certainly stood out. I mean, the kid had some big-time runs. Caden Harrell stands out every game. Lots of tackles, lots of big runs. He always has a couple touchdowns on the day. Brexton Green had another phenomenal night.
198 yards receiving by Brexton.
Yeah, 198.
Caden Harrell had the 16 rushes for 126 yards.
I mean, just a great day. Mason Manning was another guy that stood out. Maybe had a couple passes, but also did great work blocking and on defense. He had a lot of big hits on defense as well. So with all that being said, there's a lot of guys out there. Who's the player of the game for week 1 here for Cashion Wildcats?
I just went through kind of Brexton and Caden's stat line, but the stat line that really stands out the most to me, and I think maybe to you too, was Ben Harmon with 363 yards passing and 5 touchdowns. And then he added on to that with 36 yards rushes. A couple of his rushes were big-time parts of the game where he pulled down and went and got first downs. So with that 363 yards passing and 5 TDs, I think Ben Harmon deserves that player of the game tonight. And he's a kid that I'm excited to see. He gets better every single week. And I'm excited to watch him play the rest of the season.
He's certainly going to have to, right,
Yep.
with Minko and Thomas coming up for sure. That's for sure. So congrats, Ben Harmon, on the CWTV Player of the Game, the Pot G.
Sir.
Certainly appreciate it. Great work. Obviously, it's a team effort. We certainly always want to make sure and offer up that this is a team sport and as a community, but definitely like to highlight a couple kids here and there as their work and in terms of each of these games as we move across. So Chris, 2-0. Moving on, we've got Minko next week on the road. I think we'll be coming back. The Thomas game will be the game of the week, but you and I will definitely we'll be out there in Minko. Hopefully you'll be out there to join me.
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
Awesome. So we'll definitely have a good one out there next week. And no love lost. I think there's a lot of respect. I think when you think about Minko versus Cashion, it's kind of like OU Nebraska in a sense, right? There's 2 good teams. They certainly respect each other. They go after it and they get after it, but not the same level of grizzle as maybe like a Crescent Cashion, Cashion that you might see in the times past. But it'll be a good one, and we'll definitely be out there from a broadcasting perspective. Chris, any last thoughts before we break down the day?
I'm just excited to see the next 2 weeks. Just like you talked about, Minko, Thomas. Those are 2 very successful football schools, and going in, and Lane said it, I think 2 or 3 times. We're going to find out how good we are the next 2 weeks, and then after that, you kind of have a chance to maybe cruise into the playoffs. But, I mean, you said it at the beginning of the game. These are 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. You want them to be focused every week, come out here and play hard. But the next 2 weeks are going to be 2 that everybody has highlighted on that schedule.
That's right. That's where that's where those maybe easier plays aren't so easy, and it's going to be a grind. And you have to figure it out. So again, we'll never downplay a 2-0 start, a victory, 1-point victory. We'll always take it here on CWTV. We're certainly blessed. One again, big shout out to all of our sponsors and supporters and advertisers here. Really want a big thanks again out to Gage and Mark and Jaron and all the folks that help out. Lane, big shout out to our man Jake Wilkerson, who came in and did a great little interview. I think he did a fantastic job, definitely representing the fine student athletes here in Cashion within the community, and certainly we're always blessed to be broadcasting from an air-conditioned press box here in beautiful Maxon Field. And with that, it is a Cashion victory, 49-13 over the Perry Maroons. I'm Neiman Ababi, my friend Chris Gibson. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, sir.
How old are you?
39.
39, for real, 39? Not one of those fake 39s.
For real.
Okay, good.
One more year in the 30s.
Fantastic. Making 39 look good, Chris. Really appreciate you very much. Had a fun night. Again, we're super blessed to be out here and grateful. So with that, Cashion will move on to 2-0, Week 1 victory. And for that, you guys, thank you so much for joining us here on CWTV. We're blessed that you joined us. Thank you so much. God bless and go Cats.